Yo, what is up? I am back once again. And I got a special guest today. Today we're going to talk to another YouTuber who's got a fire platform. He does interviews, he checks out music, and he's all about the real rap. Today we're going to talk to Kadeem The King. It's a super dope interview. We talk about tons of albums and artists and different things that have happened in rap. We talk about Kanye and all kinds of other stuff. So make sure you check it out. Alright, in order to start right away, if you haven't already subscribed, I would love to have you on the team, and I'm always making new content. All you gotta do is hit that subscribe button. It's an honor to have you on the Honor Show.
Yeah, man. Shout out to the Honor Show, man. And everybody. I appreciate you guys, man. It's your boy Kadeem The King.
Hell yeah. Yeah, thank you for coming on the show, man. But I guess let's jump right into it. Tell us where you grew up.
Well, I'm from Detroit, Michigan. Shout out to the D. What up, though, man? 313. I'm from 7 Mile. Growing up there was a real fun place, but a dangerous place too. If that makes sense.
Absolutely. Tell us about what some of that was like coming up there. Like, I mean, obviously it's part of the hood and everything, but you know what? There's good and there's bad. Tell us about some of the things, tell us about some of the good and the bad, I guess.
Some of the good things, you see there, sometimes you get your little old-fashioned house parties, man. Anything can happen there, man. You got your friends, you got your enemies, you got everything, But some of my favorite things about Detroit is that, it's one of the realest places you could be, because they're gonna be up and down with you, man.
Yes. You know what you're getting there.
Yeah.
Yes. I love it. What was the first rapper that you heard that really made you love rap?
The first rapper that I heard that made me love rap was Eminem. A lot of people, they try to tell you some crazy shit, but it's always gonna be Eminem if you're from Detroit. Eminem. I remember when he came out with this Slim Shady LP. That was when I was like, oh, he's cool. He's funny though.
Right.
Then the Marshall Mathers LP 1 dropped, and I said, oh my God, this dude is a legend. This guy is amazing. Lyrically, he's insane.
Right.
And I could remember the song Marshall Mathers. And he's just talking about his struggles with his mom, fame. And,
yes.
And I never understood it until I became a YouTuber myself and said, wow, I get where you're coming from, bro. And, I personally think Eminem has to be top 5 greatest MCs of all time.
Yes. I agree. I totally agree. And it was just like that for me. Like, I was like in 9th grade when the Slim Shady LP dropped. I was like, yeah, this dude's cool. But I kept getting in trouble. I was on probation and in and out of the shelter where I was. I couldn't really get nothing to listen to. But then when the second album dropped, that song, I'm Just Marshall Mathers, man, I listened to all the lyrics that I was like, this motherfucker's got it. Man. And I started listening to all of it, and I thought the same thing. This dude's a fucking genius. He's a legend. This shit's gonna go forever. Like, yeah. And I mean, and he deserves credit because he's one of the rappers who really puts their heart and soul into shit and wants to make sure everything he puts out is dope. And he's never really sold out and did some weird shit. You don't just go and be in movies for the money. He's turned down million. Like the last movie they asked him to be in, he turned down $8 million because they would not film it in Detroit. So,
Eminem is notorious for not wanting to leave the city. He said that's why on March Madness LP2. He's like, maybe that's why I can't leave Detroit. It's the
Yes.
motivation that keeps me going.
Yeah, exactly. I love it. Cause then,
Yeah.
when they filmed 8 Mile, it helped bring in money for the city. People coming there, Hollywood's. It was good. All the
Mhm.
people he put in 8 Mile and shit like that. It was dope.
Yeah.
I really thought that was
Yeah.
a good quality
Yeah.
work of art. I really liked that shit.
Legendary movie, man.
Yes,
Legendary.
legendary. And dude, what was cool is like a lot of them guys when I was watching, I was like, and then I looked in the credits, I was like, wow, a lot of these guys are rappers. I was like, whoa, that was King Gordy up in the radio station and shit. Man,
Yeah.
shout out King
Yeah.
Gordy. Man, yeah, I like that shit. What do you like most about rap?
Uh, I love that, you know, rap can be anything. It could be
Yeah,
something different, you know,
yeah,
all the time. You could put, rock with rap. You could put you could put anything with rap and it'll be amazing, you know.
yes,
Um and personally hip hop, has gotten me through, some very, very tough times. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I was at with rap and everything, from Hobson, Biggie, Tupac, you know, I don't know if people know who this dude is, but his name is Esham. He's another Detroit
yes.
artist. Yeah,
He,
yeah.
he did some
Uh
shit with the guy with my homie Griffinstein out in California, out in Richmond, I think he is. Yeah, he did some. He's on Griffinstein shit. So yeah,
yeah,
I know who Esham was
yeah.
before that too. Hell yeah, shout out Esham. I didn't mean to interrupt you there, brother.
It's all good. It's all good. And you got, Street Lord Wine,
Yeah,
Blade Icewood, rest in peace to him. Um, uh, you know, KDZ, you got
yes,
Big Hurt. Shout out to
yes,
Big Hurt.
yes. Shout out Big Hurt. Yes. And KDZ too, all them guys over there. Jesse James, KDZ, T Woody. I
Yeah,
listen to all that shit. Like, I'm from Joy Road. I'm from Joy Road. X X X at night. Yes,
yeah,
I love that shit.
yeah, yeah. I love the way your Detroit artist, man. I appreciate that for real, man.
I love it. I like ever since I was like, okay, because Eminem was shouting people out and he had Big Herc on Obi Trice's second album. I was like, Big Herc, man, that dude just sounds like
Mhm.
a monster and his verse
Yeah,
was fire. So I started listening to him. And then I started listening
yeah,
to other guys and I was like, oh yeah, wait, King Gordy, he was on that. I'm gonna listen to him, and man, that shit blew my head off. I love Detroit rap. Like whenever I bring
yeah,
up rap, people are like West Side. I'm like, yeah. I before I knew about Detroit, I was all about West Side. I love East Side too. I love Biggie, and I love a lot of guys
yeah,
over there. But damn it, Detroit is where I think you guys got such a rich hip hop scene over there, and just such hungry
yeah,
artists. And the to me, the best wordplay and the best content comes out of Detroit. It's the shit I hear. I'm like, yeah, that's the kind of shit I like.
mhm,
That's what I want to
yeah.
hear.
Yeah, like it's just not to keep speaking, but Big Herc is one of the realest dudes ever, man. Shout out to that dude
Yes.
because man, I remember his first album when his album uh um Guilty as
Guilty as
Charged
charged. Yeah,
when
yeah,
that
yeah.
yeah yeah when that album dropped, I said, oh my god, I can't skip anything on his album. This is a
No,
classic, man. How did you do this?
right,
like I'm like, why ain't nobody signed this dude yet? You know
right.
that I still listen to that dude to this day. Shout
Me
out to
too.
him, man. I just talked to Big Herc. We supposed to do another interview soon.
Yes. I actually just did with one with him today, like an hour ago and shit. I haven't put it up
Yeah.
yet, but yeah. But yeah, hell yeah! So it's a big
Oh,
Herc. He's one of my like heroes when it comes to rap. Like whenever I bring up Detroit rap, it's like Big Herc. He's always one of the first ones in the conversation and shit. Always, because
yeah,
it's like that's who I
yeah.
think of right away. And it's dude, I was
Hmm.
nervous talking to him. I was like, well, almost stuttering and shit sometimes because it's like, dude,
Yeah,
I'm talking to
yeah,
Big
yeah.
Herc
Me
here.
too.
Right? He's that dude.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's like, he was so calm in the interview, man. I was like, dude, I hope he don't see that I'm kind of. kind of fanboying and shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I was doing. I was like, oh man, but yeah, he was just cool. He was like, if I kind of said something that I didn't say, he'd be like, well, wait, now what do you? And I'd okay, yeah, let me explain that. But but yeah, no, he's cool as shit, and he's wise. Like the stuff, like he's really got some good wisdom. In what
Yeah,
he say, you know.
yeah, yeah. Because like, I think a lot of people get, Detroit hip hop very a bad reputation because of what you hear from the artist, and then when you hear them speak, you be like, oh my god, that's not even. Yeah, yeah.
It's like a
So
whole different thing.
yeah, yeah, and yeah. Shout out to Big Herc, man. That's personally one of my favorites I can remember.
Yes.
My just hearing his music down the street, and just everybody loving, Gangsters Only and things like that, and songs like that. Yeah.
Yes, yes. That Alligator City CD when he's at rock bottom and
Yeah.
shit. All of that shit.
Yeah,
And
rock, rock.
what did he have? Guilty as charged, still guilty. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Still,
Overdose. That
yes,
Mason,
yeah.
that shit was dope, man. I love all of that shit. I keep and hey, shout out to Young Herc and Baby Herc too.
Yeah,
Juan
and Baby
Weezy.
Hurt, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
both of
Hey,
them.
those two dudes are sick, man.
Yes.
Like my God, I was listening to some stuff from Baby Hurt, and I was like, this dude is killing this. God,
Yes.
you you know that's Big Hurt son.
Yeah, yeah, right. They just dropped that album, Sibling Rivalry. They're both on it and shit. And then they battled each other. And
Yeah,
shit. Man, that shit's fire.
yeah,
I got to review some of that on my show. I've just been doing so many interviews. I haven't had time to review nothing lately, but I'm gonna. I got to start reviewing more stuff because yeah, they need some more spotlight too. That album's sick. I couldn't stop listening. I
yeah.
was putting it on repeat and shit. Another sick album, dude, that just dropped, Mud Talk.
Mhm.
That Mud
Yeah,
Talk album,
yeah,
that's fire with Mud Talk Rel and I-75, Gorilla 75, and the producer Uzi. Ooh, that shit's fire.
yeah,
So shout out to
yeah,
them too.
yeah. Shout out to both Big Herc and Young Herc, man.
Yeah,
Man,
all of
that
the Herc.
sibling rivalry album,
Yes,
that is sick, man.
yes, it is. It's dope. What are some other artists at? Some of your favorite artists? It can be Detroit or all around either way.
All time, I gotta say, you gotta throw 50 Cent in there because
Oh
50
yeah,
Cent, I think he don't get the credit he deserves as
right,
a hit maker.
right.
Um,
And you know what?
uh,
It used to not be like that. A lot of guys now they're like, oh fuck 50 Cent and all that. But I'll tell you
yeah,
this. When Get Rich or Die Trying dropped, there wasn't one
yeah,
motherfucker on this earth that wasn't going choo 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 choo.
yeah, 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 man. I remember the first song I heard. My cousin, he had a lot of shit early, so I could,
Yeah,
or he would download it for me or LimeWire or whatever. I could hear it,
yeah,
and I heard Many Men. I said, "This is
yes,
amazing. What the fuck is this?"
right,
And then I think it was like a month or two later, I saw it on like BET. I was like, "This guy is amazing. Who the
right,
fuck is this?"
right.
And then I bought Get Rich or Die Trying. That was the first album I actually bought with my own money.
Yes,
Um, and
classic.
I was like, this guy is ridiculous. And
Right.
then the Massacre came out, and then Curtis came out. Even though people don't get that album credit, I think that album was his most commercial album,
Mm.
but it was still a great
It had
album.
some good shit in there. Well, didn't that have that laughing all the way to the bank with this and shit that was on there?
Yeah,
I like his G Unit albums too. Plus, dude, he had like
yeah,
four albums out on the East Coast before Get Rich or Die Trying. All of those shits was fire. Like
yeah, yeah,
Power of the
yeah.
Dollar, Guess Who's Back,
Hmm.
or no, 50 Cent. Yeah, Guess Who's Back, Power of the Dollar, and then like 50 Cent is a Future and something else. I can't remember.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was
yeah,
dope.
yeah, yeah. Hey, mixtape 50 Cent. Oh my God, that was sick.
Right, dude.
Mixtape 50.
Nobody was safe.
Yeah, yeah. I remember my uncle, he would play a lot of older, like mixtape 50. And the song was called How to Rob. And when that song dropped, I was like, oh my god, this dude is coming for everybody, and it was over, man.
Everybody,
Yeah,
everybody.
Jay. Um, I remember when Jay Z said, "This is when I knew 50 was gonna blow up." Jay Z said, "I'm about a dollar. I'm about a dollar. Who the fuck is 50 Cent?" I said, "Oh my god, that is crazy." Because Jay, and then Jay, because Jay Z was the biggest artist. Eminem, and Nelly were the three biggest artists in the
Yeah.
game.
Yep.
And Jay Z saying that will put a stamp on anybody's name, bro.
Right.
So, because remind you, Blueprint had just dropped literally like 2-3 months later, and
Right.
when Blueprint dropped, it was over.
It was
It was
yeah.
over.
Right. All time, one of the best classics ever. If you
Yeah,
even try to
yeah,
tell somebody it's not, it's gonna be a fight.
yeah, yeah. Of course. You can't start hip hop if you don't know Blueprint, Get Rich or Die Trying, and the Marshall Mathers LP. Come on, man.
Right. Right. It's pure hip hop. It's hip hop at its purest.
Yeah, yeah. Now, some of my favorite underground rappers,
Yes.
The Joker,
Yes.
Hobson,
Yes.
Tech Nine, of course. You got to
Woo.
throw Tech in there.
Yes.
And my personal favorite, one of my personal favorites is Immortal Technique.
Yeah.
I'm doing something right now.
That's got what's his name in it? Right? Vinny Paz?
Yeah,
Or no,
yeah,
no, that's Jedi Mind Trick. Never mind. Immortal Technique's
yeah, yeah.
done.
Wait,
Never.
wait, wait, wait,
I'm
wait.
out of my mind.
My
I'm
fault.
too
My
big.
fault.
My bad.
My fault. My fault. That was on
No,
me. My fault.
that's all me, man. It's I threw that suggestion in there and made it sound good. But no, I was trying to
It's all
think for a
good.
minute. I couldn't remember, but yeah, no, I like Immortal Technique too. Didn't they do that song Proving or that cocaine song? It sounded like that
Yeah,
Scarface shit in the
yeah,
beginning, and like
yeah,
it's like working as a pen
yeah,
in the fields of working for pennies. So, but yeah, I can't remember
yeah,
but
yeah,
it's something.
yeah,
But they'll kill my family with the machete.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then like they all rap on and shit, and it's basically they start rapping where one of them's the peasant in the coca field chopping on the coke, and then the next one is like one of the drug lords, and the next one is one of the guys who like over here, and then the next one is the guy on the street selling it over here and
Mhm.
shit, and it like tells a story
Yeah,
from like the field to the user. It was fucking crazy.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You know, man, and hey, let me say this though. Shout out to the honor show, bro. Shout out to everybody over there, man. I
Thank you.
appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? Um, I appreciate you allowing me to be on your platform, man. Let me say
Hey,
that.
always, always. You always got a spot over here, man. And I appreciate your show. Shout out your show. Kadeem the King. I've been watching it. I seen your interview with the Joker and Big Hurt and a bunch of other. I was like, yeah, man, this guy's got it going down.
Yeah.
How did you decide to start doing a channel like this?
Well, one day I was bored, man, and one day I was doing something like dissing videos. I started a Big Bitch series.
Yes.
Then I started uh, you know, a plethora of just hip hop videos, man, and I remember about 10 years ago, me and the Joker was talking. And I asked him, I say, hey man, one day I'm gonna interview you, bro, on some arrogant shit. But it was some fake arrogant shit like, yeah, son, I'm finna interview the Joker and shit.
Yes.
And he was like, hey, whenever you ready, I'm ready. And then I was like, oh shit. So that left me in like a fucking panic. I'm like, what do I say? What do I do? You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And then 10 years later, I finally got to interview him, and he's like, "Man, I'm proud of you. Thank you
Yes.
for the interview." And you know, as a fan, I was so in shock, man, that I was interviewing him, but I was like, I was mind blown. I was like, "Bro, what should I talk about with him?"
Right.
And
Right.
he told me, he say, man, you can talk about anything you want to talk about. I don't care. I said, seriously? Oh my god! And that is by far my favorite interview he
Yes.
I've ever done, man. Cause it was a dream come true for real.
Yes. Isn't that crazy when you get to interview like some like guys that you've been listening to for years and are legit some of your favorite rappers and you're just throwing like, man, I'll interview you sitting there. That's how like with Big Herc and with like Mad Dog and Mud Talk and some of these guys like
Yeah,
you know what DJ King sorry DJ King
yeah,
David. I got to
yeah.
interview him and DJ Butter. Like that's my favorite fucking
That is
DJ of
ill.
all time ever. Period. One
That
of
is
my top five favorite producers ever. DJ Butter. I shout out to DJ Butter. That was where I was like, what am I
shout out.
going to ask him?
Yeah, yeah. And it's like, and it's like,
Hey, shout out to the
yo.
kids.
Anyway, man. Um, I'm
I know what
sorry
it's
about
like.
that,
It's all
guys.
good, brother.
Sorry for the technical difficulties, but
Hey, you're all good,
yeah,
brother. I got a kid. He's 13 now, but he probably gives me more trouble now than he did.
yeah. But yeah, man. I'm so sorry about that, everybody. But
Oh, you're all
shout
good.
out to yeah, like you know, you people that I hope to interview though is Hobson. You
Oh,
know,
yeah.
yeah. But my fault, man. You can continue, man. I'm sorry if I interrupted you, man.
No, you're all good, brother. I forgot what the hell what I was even saying.
About the D.
Dude,
It's so good.
let's start right back here then. Okay, see, this was pretty. It's like you're reading my mind here. I was gonna ask you like, who are some of your favorite people you've had on? Who would you like to have on? So you just answered some
Okay,
of
okay.
that.
Uh,
Um, let's
well,
see
the
here.
Joker,
Oh,
the
go ahead.
Joker's my favorite interview I've ever done. Um, Shout out to the THC Temple. Shout out to Paper Chaser. That's my homie, Paper Chaser. We did an interview. He's all the way out there in Cali, man. Shout out to California. Um, I also did a interview with Bill Feasy, CC Reacts. And I'm hoping to get Banky Pound soon, man. So yeah.
Nice.
um
Hell
yeah,
yeah.
and soon I hope to interview Tech Nine, Hobson, Kanye. I do want to interview Kanye because I think people kind of discredit him now, but I think he was a very, very, very big part of
Yeah.
for hip hop when he was the Kanye that we know.
Right. And it
So
would be an interesting conversation with them either way with them now.
yeah,
You know, just I'd like to ask him a lot of things to tell you the truth.
yeah,
There's lots of
yeah.
things I'd like to know. How, Sway?
Yeah.
How, Sway? How? Ain't no hold up. Ain't no hold up. Ain't no hold up. Like, I
like
almost died watching that shit.
yeah, like Kanye, as much shit that people give him, he has so much stuff that you could talk about with him.
Right.
Like whether it's the accident, with
Yeah.
the through the
I think
wire,
that did something to
or
him. That act. I think that might
yeah,
have did a little something to him.
yeah,
You know what?
yeah,
Like, not that he's like all the way weird or not, but I think there's just maybe some things that he should look into about that. It's minor things. You know what
yeah,
I mean?
yeah. Long term trauma. I think
Yeah.
so too, because the Kanye from after like 808s and heartbreaks, because his mom, shout out to his
Yeah.
mom, she passed.
God bless.
Rest in peace to her.
Rest in peace.
And
That changed him
I
too.
think
Sorry, go ahead. But
yeah,
yeah, that changed him.
yeah, yeah. I think that really changed him. And people may hate me for saying this. I don't fuck with Kim Kardashian. I do not fuck with Kim Kardashian at all, bro. Um.
Fuck Kim
So yeah.
Kardashian.
Like if you look at the Kardashians, bro, they have done so much fucked up shit to people.
Yeah.
Look at Lamar Odom. You know, Lamar Odom was one of the greatest fucking six men of all time. Let's keep it real. And then, all the troubles that he had to
They
deal
whittled
with.
them down to like nothing.
Yes, yeah, man. Reggie Bush. Reggie Bush had the worst fucking seasons after being with the Kardashians.
Yes.
like nothing good comes from the Kardashians, you know, and Kanye done gave her 50% of his Yeezy stuff. This
Right.
is ridiculous, man.
The bitch has already got billions and he's giving her like, man, come on. She should be giving you money if anything. Like
Yeah.
that family's got old money and
Yeah,
new
yeah,
money.
yeah. Yeah, because without Kanye, let's keep it real. Without Kanye, no one would view Kim Kardashian in the
That's
light
right.
that they view her today. Because Kanye was here. Kanye was the greatest fucking thing in the world, and then he got with Kim Kardashian, who was like a fucking C-list, D-list celebrity.
Right.
Because the only thing we knew her from was the sex tape.
Right.
Come on,
Let's
man.
look at her. Let's look at her. That's what we do. But you're
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
He she rode his wave. He made her relevant the last 15 years by having kids with her and putting her in the
hmm
spot. The only You're right. The only reason people what's Kim up to is because of Northwest and their other kids and shit. And their divorce. Oh, Kanye and the divorce. This and that. That's
hmm
what she's famous for. Is shit like
yeah,
like she.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
glad you brought
She
that
has
up.
no, yeah, she has no talent, and it's like people feed into the bullshit because Kanye is the type of dude when he gets angry, everybody knows about it, and he's gonna let you know. So
Peeing on Grammys and shit.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Ouch,
dude.
Slade.
Like I'm like, dude, how are you already married again? Unless they just lying and shit, you
Right.
know?
Ooh, yeah, did you see her? Ooh, that new wife? Ooh.
Yeah,
Ooh, I bet you
yeah.
Kim's mad.
Yeah. Kim's pissed. She's like, yeah, my alimony ain't gonna be as much as I thought it was gonna be, man.
Right? And just no matter what, even if she has no feelings for Ye anymore, just looking at his new wife, she's gotta be peanut butter and
Yeah,
jealous.
yeah. Because she cares about the perception of us. As much as y'all think these celebrities don't
Yeah,
care
that's all
about
they care
us,
about.
they they care about their perception. Because, for instance, Kanye. If a motherfucker was like, "Hey, Kanye, your fucking music is garbage," he could be like, "All right, I'm going to make graduation two tomorrow." Fuck you, mean? Man, but yeah, my fault for going on a tangent, man. My fault.
No,
Go ahead.
no, that's good. I actually wanted to ask you about Kanye anyway. Like, do you think there's usually a method to a rhyme to his reason when even when he's going off on some weird shit? It's
Yeah,
like he maybe just needs to filter what he's saying and figure out different ways to express what
yeah,
he's talking about
yeah,
because not everybody understands things the same way. And like I hear some of it
yeah,
and I'm like, what the fuck does he mean? What does he
yeah.
mean? Is he crazy? But these, I don't think he means it as just face
Foul.
level what we're
Yeah.
taking it as.
Yeah, like I think it's always a method to Kanye's madness though, because Kanye's a fucking genius.
Yeah.
As much shit as we talk about him and say, "Oh, look, he wearing the boots and da da da." Now they're wearing the same fucking boots that he made.
I
This man
seen.
is a
No, go ahead.
this man is ahead of his time. He's ahead of his time. Like he said, I'm trapped in 2010, but I'm in 2035. You know what I'm saying? That
Right,
guy,
right.
I, I, I personally think Kanye will probably be one of the most underappreciated artists of all time. Um, because and it's not because he's not good. It's because of his antics off this camera. So
Right.
it was the same thing with Rick James, for instance, man. It's like you're so damn good, but but you keep the light on yourself by doing dumb shit. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. And it's like Kanye has contributed a lot, and whether you fuck with his music heavy or not, you you got to
Mhm.
admit he's done a lot. Even Eminem and all the greats will say he is one of the biggest influences that there's been. So you
Yeah,
got to give him his credit for that. He's
yeah.
no matter what his bullshit antics are
Hmm.
later, he's still laid a
Hmm.
lot of groundwork for a lot of shit.
Yeah, yeah. And it's like, and it's like, for me, it's like, dude, this is Kanye is the same guy that is the reason we got Blueprint 3. He's the reason we got the Blueprint album. Like,
Yeah.
this guy is amazing. 808s and Heartbreaks. Fucking My Dark Twisted Fantasy. I could keep going on and on and on. I'm not gonna fucking front. I'm a huge fucking Kanye fan.
Hey,
Even though he does stupid shit, musically, I will never stop listening to Kanye. I don't care what no one says, man.
hey, and you shouldn't have to. He just because of his weird bullshit, that don't mean the music he made is bad. If you like it,
Yeah,
hell yeah.
yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, like the new Kanye is kind of. I mean,
I know what you mean, but it's like, yeah, but the original like Kanye in his prime that you're talking about, I got
Mhm,
you.
mhm.
I feel
The
you.
hungry. I'll take Kanye when he's hungry before I take anybody else. Because I know Kanye is gonna go in the studio and his whole mission is I'm gonna prove to you motherfuckers that I'm the greatest ever. And he's gonna come out with one of the greatest albums we've ever heard.
Right? Dog, do you remember Forever? Eminem, Kanye,
Yeah.
Wheezy, man, that was some
Eminem.
crazy shit. All of them
Yeah.
went hard on that. That was
Yeah.
dope.
Yeah. And it was so crazy because at that time he had just came off of his mom and things like that, and to drop a verse like that, I was like, wow, that's amazing. I thought it. I was like, yay, you are still who you are, no matter what.
Right? I
And
honestly think that because I believe some conspiracy shit ain't really conspiracy. I think there's some truth to it. Like I think when he was caught up with, with another big name rapper, I'm not trying to take away this guy's legacy either. I think he was into some weird shit,
yeah,
but I think he
yeah,
kind of got away from that, and he's working through some shit. But I think there was some shit
yeah.
going on. You ever you
I
ever
totally
get into
agree.
shit like that?
Yeah, 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 all the time, man. Like, because if you pay attention, it has to be, bro. It
Right.
has to.
It can't be
Look at,
coincidence, all that. It can't.
look at, look, look at Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne was one of the biggest artists of our generation, right?
Huge.
And then he faded away, and now you don't see him. You see him barely do any fucking thing anymore. You
Right?
see, like, or fucking Kanye. Kanye is, yo, that is fucking cold, yo, that is ill.
Yeah.
I want
Yeah.
that.
Check it out.
That is ridiculous, G. How did you? That is cool as hell, yo.
I got, dude, this Easy E one. My kid got me that for Christmas a few years ago. It's like $10 now. They're like $80 for that one. It's cool, but
Yeah,
no, sorry, I just
yeah,
had to show you that because you were talking about Lil Wayne. But yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Continue where you said that yeah, you really don't see him as in anything anymore.
yeah, 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 yeah. Like people diminish those people, Kanye,
Right?
Lil Wayne, shit, even Michael Jackson.
Yeah. Right.
Like, yeah, like how do you diminish Michael Like Michael Jackson, like that's not a regular person. That's Michael Jackson.
Right. He's a
Like
fucking
that's
alien
Thriller.
or something. But Like, yeah, they try to act like his legacy never happened.
Yeah, yeah, and then they said, "Oh, well, now he's gone, and now we could let everybody remember him for who we wanted him to be, or for who he was." Even with Prince, all this mysterious shit didn't just happen, bro.
Right? No,
Mike was Michael Jackson was only like 50, bro.
right. It was some
Prince was
weird
only like
shit. That was some
yeah,
weird shit.
yeah. That's why I think personally that other entity of people that we really can't say their names uh do really exist out there, man. And they're watching.
I believe it too. I totally, 100%. And like, yeah, and maybe they do put out some misinformation to misguide people, but overall, they want it to be like, that they don't really exist. It's like, no, if you this way you look at the sky and can see the weather's changing or the weather's happening, you can
Yeah.
kind of look and see this is happening.
Yes,
So
yes.
good
And
eye.
it's weird. It it's mighty funny that they'll call Kanye a genius, then they'll say, "Oh, he's crazy."
Dave Chappelle.
What?
Dave
What?
Chappelle.
Go ahead, Dave Chappelle. Yeah, Dave
They
Chappelle.
remember
He, yeah,
they did the same thing, and then they tried
mhm,
to act like he was crazy.
yeah, yeah. One of the greatest freaking comedians we've ever with that ever graced the stage of a comedic stage.
Right.
One of the greatest sketch comedian we've ever seen.
Yeah.
Okay, now,
Yes.
now, you give this guy the Chappelle show, and then you tell him, "Oh, well, this is your show, but guess what? We gonna take this away from you if you don't take this 50 million." But you
Right.
know why he didn't take the 50 million? Because he said, I ain't finna do this dumbass shit. This is
Right.
this is ridiculous. You trying to take my show, my name, everything. I'm
Right.
finna go to Africa and just chill on this damn ranch.
Right.
I
Right.
got enough money. And then you say, "Oh, he's a crackhead
Yeah.
because he's in Africa, a place where majority of the time they don't even have good running water."
No.
How the fuck? I'm like, what? Like, this is not adding up to me.
No.
Something's not adding up here.
Right.
Michael Jackson has been complaining about his heart and his and just hurting because he's been performing too much. But that was his first tour in 15 years.
Right.
How is he like
Right.
I'm come on, man.
Performing too
Like
much.
this,
It's like you said with Chappelle. So you're telling me he skipped Detroit, Chicago, fucking Jacksonville, Florida, all these places where they got crack, and went to Africa where there's no fucking
right,
plumbing to
right,
smoke crack. Come on. Like, it don't add up to me either.
right. I'm like, this dude's a fucking millionaire. He don't need to fucking go to Africa to get fucking crack.
Right?
That is the funniest shit I've ever heard in my life.
New York,
And then, right,
Cleveland, he
and
passed
then,
them all up.
yeah, and he comes back and he's still the same Dave Chappelle that we left. And now you guys praise him like you never like, and then they try to erase it like it never happened.
Right.
And then when he says something about it on a stage, doing what he does best, making us laugh, right?
Yeah.
He says, "Oh, yeah. So they tried to take my show. They tried to take everything away from me, including my own fucking name." That's mind-boggling to me.
Right.
That's some weird shit to me. That's
Right. You know what
or
else it was
how about
too?
we talk about
He wouldn't wear that dress in one of the movies. They wanted him to wear a fucking
yeah,
dress, and he was like, "I'm
yeah,
not wearing the motherfucker. Stop at."
hmm
Like, it was a whole big thing. He said the producer came in, then the writer, then the
yeah,
director, and then they're like, "Dave, wear the dress." And he's like, "I'm not wearing it." And yeah, I
yeah,
think that
yeah,
totally hurt his career. But I agree with him. I ain't wearing the motherfucker either. I'm not
yeah,
wearing the
yeah.
dress.
It's integrity,
Yes.
and don't get me wrong. Martin is one of the greatest fucking comedians
Yes.
of all time. But
Yes.
it was like okay, you gonna take this Martin show. He didn't even want Martin to be what he was. That everybody makes it's an amazing show. Don't get me wrong, but he didn't want Sinead. He didn't want any of that shit. Jamie Foxx, when he was on in Living Color, he didn't want Wanda. He didn't want any of that shit, but he had to do it to save his career.
Right,
You know
right,
what I'm saying?
right,
And that's some weird shit about Hollywood.
right.
Hollywood is a weird fucking
It's
place.
like they want
How
to
about
emasculate a man, especially, and I'll say it, they
Mhm.
want to emasculate black men, especially. It
Yeah.
seems like, and say, uh, uh, Dave, you're
Eh,
gonna take this. This we're not saying it, but this you're gonna do this. You're gonna be put in your place, or you're not gonna have
mhm.
a career. And I feel
Yep.
bad for the guys who have done it. I understand you got families, you got bills to pay, but
Mhm.
damn it, I'm not doing it. I'm standing on. I'm
Yeah.
not doing it. Nothing's worth that to me. I couldn't go look my dad in the face after doing it. You know what I mean?
Mhm. I couldn't look in the mirror and
Right,
say, "Damn," like, cause then, like, am I still a dude? Like, what the
right,
fuck is going on?
right. I'm not that gender fluid shit. I couldn't look at my son and say, "Yeah, I did that," or my partner. He's like you said, even myself, and no, I'm just nah. That
Yeah,
I
yeah,
get it, but I'm not doing it.
yeah, yeah. Like, I can't do it. I can't. I can't look at I can't look at a dress and say, "Oh my God, that's something I'd wear tomorrow." No. You get all these, you got all these superstars, man.
Right,
Lil Uzi Vert.
right. What the fuck is this Jeffrey stuff, man? And dude, I seen him
Hmm.
in literally fishnet stockings and a tiny mini skirt, and shit, I'm like, this shit ain't
Hmm.
right. I wish Tupac and Biggie were alive. They'd fix this.
Pac, Pac would have Tupac. Tupac would have went off on everybody.
Bad out of everybody.
Tupac, they would have been, hey, keep your mouth closed. Pac would have been everywhere. Man,
Oh,
they tried to get me to do this. Man, fuck, you already know. Pac is going ham.
right, dude. And you know what? I think to make things worse, I think when I seen Uzi in that short skirt and shit, he had on a
Mhm.
tank top that said either Thug or Thug Life.
Oh no, man. This is scary. Like, and I hate to sound this way, but it's scary for me to see a dude dressing as a female. I don't want to sound homophobic,
Right,
but look, bro, that shit is scary. That's a
right.
scary sight to see.
What's
Like
But the
like
scary
like
thing about it is it's like you said, not to be a homophobe. It's like people go do whatever you want. I really don't care. I'm not thinking about it. Just don't push it on me. The weird thing is how they're trying to push it now and make it
yeah,
normal
yeah,
so that kids coming up, oh, it's all over. I see it everywhere. Oh, it must be normal. Like, why are they trying to fucking push it so hard into
yeah,
rap now?
yeah.
Having people are supposed to be badass thugs wearing
Mhm.
why? Why are you wearing it? It's a woman's outfit. To me, that's a woman's outfit. It's never gonna be nothing else. When he put it on, he said, "This is a woman's outfit I'm wearing. It's cool to
Yeah,
wear women's clothes. Otherwise, why are you wearing it if it's dude's clothes and it's normal? Like, why? Why are they
yeah,
pushing this? There's
yeah,
something to
yeah.
it,
Like, don't push it on my TV. Don't push it on my TV.
right?
Like, why it couldn't be like back in like the 70s when people and don't get me wrong, people who are in that lifestyle, bro, like, I know they go through shit, but
Yeah.
like, bro, that's just not normal, bro.
No,
It's not.
and it is,
You,
and I'm not.
you
Here's the
can't.
thing: I'm not gonna pretend it is. I'm not ever gonna treat
Mhm.
someone bad or say, "Oh, you're wrong for doing." I don't care. I've been around people, and if they want me to call them this name, I'll call them that name. Just,
Mhm.
but
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go home and tell my
Yeah,
kid,
hey,
yeah,
hey,
and pretend
hey,
this is the way it is. No, it's not.
yeah. Hey, man, you better than me because I got some dude, man. This one guy who is wanting to be a female now. That guy is I can't. I grew up with this dude, and I
Oh, I
can't
can't
fix
play
my.
that.
I can't fix myself to call him what he want me to call him today. I
Right.
still call him him. You
Especially
know
when
what
you
I'm
grew up
saying?
with them. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
No, I just meant people that I don't know. Like there's an acquaintance that I run into every now and then. I don't even know this female, but she wants people to call her by her last name because it sounds like a man's last name, and she does. She looks
Mhm.
like a guy. If you didn't know her, you'd think it was a guy. And she just asked me to
Yeah.
call her this man's name, like because every now and then we'd have to exchange it. I said I don't give a fuck, whatever. But like you said, if it's
Mhm.
somebody I grew up with, I couldn't start
Mhm.
calling my friend, Jason, like Samantha now.
Yeah.
It's not gonna work.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's like, dude, it's like, man, it's like, bro, you got a whole fucking beard.
Yeah,
How do you expect me?
dude, when I was in prison, people would be like, "Man, my girl's going home." I'm like, "What is she at another facility? You're writing her?" He's like, "No, over there." I'm like, "The guy with the beard." Yeah, they were. Ugh, man,
You're like, dude, this is the world we live in today is a
it's
very
strange.
passive,
Yeah,
like a passive but aggressive at the same time. Like, oh, you can't say certain things, like, oh my God, I'm so hurt that you called me a bitch, but um like I can't explain it. It's so fucking weird today, bro. Today is just a weird time to be living in, man.
it is.
Like I feel like shit. I should live in like medieval times or some shit where shit was normal. I don't know.
Dude, I've got that too. Like sometimes, honestly, I'd rather just get a herd of goats and shit and go in the woods and live off their skins and milk and shit and shoot animals. Like I don't even
Yeah,
care about society anymore. And it is,
yeah,
dude. It's like,
yeah,
yeah, I think political correctness is ruining shit these days. Like
yeah,
some things
yeah,
are what they are. Why should I have to sacrifice the truth because it might hurt somebody's fucking feelings?
yeah, yeah. Like, damn. Like, what about my feelings?
Right? And what about the truth? What about facts,
What about
biological
right,
truth?
right, right? Like, dude, this is just a normal thing. Like, you're not a dude and
Right?
you're not a girl, bro.
I get you feel a certain way, but look at your crotch.
Right, like that. Right, that's the shit. I'm like, dude, I don't like the last encounter me and this person had. I literally said, "Hey, bruh, listen." He said, "Look, stop calling me bro." I said,
Oh,
"Listen, brother." I said, "You can't even get pregnant." Like, and then from that day forward, I've never heard from that person ever
right?
again.
Dude, you know
But
what?
it's the truth.
When you said that, it reminded me of this. Here's what really does bother me about it because I've seen this. I've been around somebody that does it. People who have kids and they raise this kid till they're
Mhm.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years old, calling me mom or calling me dad. Then one day they're like, I'm a woman now. You're gonna start calling me mom." What does that do to the kid?
Yeah, yeah. Like, how does
That
that
ain't fair.
psychologically mess? Yeah, yeah. I know psychologically that really fucks them up. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, what am I now? Like,
Right?
what the fuck?
Yes.
Like,
And abandonment issues, even because it's like you were my dad, now you're my mom, so my dad's gone. Like that, dude.
mhm,
That would totally. I think it would
yeah,
totally be really hard on a kid and cause a lot of damage.
yeah.
It
Of
ain't
course,
fair.
of
And
course.
I'll
Mhm.
say it. Probably if I lose a subscriber too, I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna like however people feel about whatever they're into.
Mhm.
This is how I feel about my life. So why are you mad at me?
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not
yeah, yeah,
pushing
yeah.
this on
That's what
anybody.
I never got. I'm like, yo. yo, this is your opinion and this is my opinion.
Right.
Like,
Right. Exactly.
hey, look, if you're not wrong about it, I'm not either, man.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. Right.
Even when Eminem was like, cause I keep going back to him because he was a very, very vital part of a lot of this shit.
Yeah.
Because when he came out with the Marshall Mathers LP 1, a lot of people that were LGBT and all this stuff, they were really trying to boycott this dude.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's
Taking
why,
signs and shit outside his concerts, outside the
yeah,
Interscope offices. It was nuts. The kids nowadays
yes,
don't understand. It was crazy. It was fucking
yes,
bedlam.
yes, yes. And Eminem was so huge at that time and going up against all that stuff. And we didn't understand it at the time because we were just listening. We
Right.
didn't really understand what he was doing, but he was like, yo, this shit is in about 10 years, this shit is gonna be fucking chaos, bro. And you are not gonna like it.
Right.
So Kim Kenneth and all this shit, and like Eminem, that's why I have to put him in my top five.
Right.
Because influence wise, I don't think nobody ever influenced like him,
Right.
for any fucking thing,
Right. Yes. And if
And
you look,
today,
if you listen to, if like take all the other top five rappers people name, if you go and ask all of them, he's in more of top five rappers, top five lists than anybody else.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, and a lot of people like to say it's because of he's a white rapper.
No.
So there was plenty of white rappers before Eminem.
Right.
The Beastie Boys was first.
But
Then there was Vanilla
House of
Ice.
Pain.
No, yeah, like Mark what's his
Yeah,
name?
Marky Mark. Marky
Yeah,
Mark and the
yeah,
Funky Bunch.
yeah. Eminem was just so amazing lyrically, and
It's
he touched
raw.
on subjects that everybody was scared to say to
Yeah.
just touch on.
Because I only
Even
joke
to
with
this
you things
day,
about. Because I only. I forgot. Because I only joke with you about things you're scared to talk about with your friend inside your living room. And the only difference is I
yeah,
got the ball to say it in front of
boy,
y'all, and I'll be false and sugar coated it all. I just get on the mic
I
and
can get
spit
on
it,
the mic and
whether you'd
spit
like
it.
to admit it, rip.
I can, yeah,
He was raw.
yeah,
And his
yeah,
and his just his lyricism and everything, like, dude, I've almost never seen anybody freestyle like him. You just triggered the pricker, just makes liquors itching to leave you disfigured and stiffer than Christopher Reeves. Like,
yeah.
what in the fuck? How the fuck do you just come up with some shit like that?
It wasn't me. Slim Shady said to do it
And then it ain't even him. He's got all these alter
again.
egos and shit. And then, ugh, fuck yeah. Ugh.
Yeah. But he was doing it to show people like how fucking weird this shit is.
Yes. Yes, exactly. He's like, life is really this fucked up. There's really people like this.
Yeah. And this man and this dude saw that shit 20 years before it even happened. That
Right.
guy's a genius.
He is. And
But-
I hate that
but-
people try to take that away from him because it's like whether, and even if you don't like his style of rap or you don't really get into him, you, unless you just are a hater, you gotta admit he's one of the best wordsmiths ever. Like, you gotta
yeah,
give him his
yeah,
credit. You gotta. I think even though he's sold like 300 million records, I still think he's on like people undercut him so much and try to underrate him and
yeah,
cut down what he's done. It's like, dude, what? Why even? Let that man have what he's got. He worked for it.
mhm,
It ain't like
yeah,
somebody just gave it to. He came up battling motherfuckers in Detroit, like, and winning.
yeah,
Like, that was some
yeah,
Superman shit. A white boy to come up battling at the shelter and at
mhm,
fucking St. Andrews and shit. At the
mhm,
hip hop shop, like, nobody else did that shit. There was no other
yeah,
white guy in there doing that. Him. It was him. It's crazy.
and-
I'll tell you, man. I wouldn't have the balls to do it.
yeah, yeah,
I wouldn't. I wouldn't have the balls to get up and do it in front of my peers, let alone walk
yeah,
into the shelter like, all right, And
by himself.
yeah,
He got his hoodie on.
right,
Cause mind you, before he met Proof, a lot of people don't know he was doing that before he met Proof. He would
right,
go and he was insane a little bit because why would you go? You're a white rapper, a white boy going into the shelter full of, let's keep it real, full of black people,
right,
you know what I'm saying, who majority of the time they are gonna undercut you just because you're a white boy, you
right,
know what I'm saying. But when
absolutely,
he opens his mouth and he says something and he just takes the whole crowd away,
right,
that is amazing. That is fucking amazing.
right,
So everybody was against him, and one by one, every single verse he spit, everybody turned around and said, "Oh my God, this guy, who the fuck is, who is this dude?"
right,
Eminem. Oh my God, what? A white rapper? This,
right,
hey, I'm putting 30 on. I'm putting $100 on this white boy
right.
right here, man.
People would be like, "No, fuck that! I'll give you 10-1 on
Yeah,
that shit," and be losing their money.
yeah. And Proof solidified a lot of things for Eminem, though.
Yep,
You know, you know, Proof gave him a bit more confidence. Like, bro, because he was gonna quit. He was gonna quit after Infinite dropped,
yep.
and
He
then
was
Proof was like, bro, are you fucking stupid? You're one of the greatest fucking rappers I know. You ain't quitting this shit, man. And he booked them like 30 fucking shows at the shelter and
yes,
made Eminem mad as fuck because he had to go.
yes,
He had to go.
yes,
This
yes.
was before D12 was D12. D12 was around,
Mhm.
Bizarre,
The
Swift
brigade
in
and
the
shit.
game.
The brigade was like con artists and conniver together and shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. And
and
they
they all
were
battled
the,
and shit too. And Bizarre and shit knew Eminem because I also want to shout out Young Z out in New Jersey
yeah.
with the
Shout
Outsiders.
out to
Shout out
Young T.
Outsiders,
Yeah,
Young
and the
Z.
outsiders, yeah.
Because he went
Yeah.
and stayed with them for a while. Eminem lived with them.
Yeah.
Bizarre brought him out there and he kicked it with them. And I like if you listen to early Eminem and if you listen to Outsiders, like he's got that Outsiders flow, like that type of cadence and shit. It's like
Yeah.
I feel like they really kind of helped him find himself in that way.
Yeah. Yeah. Like if you pay attention to Just Don't Give a Fuck, that was literally a song where Eminem was drunk as fuck. He went in the studio and he just didn't give a fuck and just did that whole fucking verse, did all those verses in one fucking take.
Yes,
One take.
yeah, just an emotion coming out.
Yeah. That's why when he was like, I'm, what was he? Um, fuck you know everyone he was dissing in that song.
Yes,
He didn't even remember he dissed them until he listened again, and then he was like, "Oh shit, I did diss that guy. Oh my fault." But
yes,
yeah, man, like
it's
you know,
wild. Um,
yeah, like some of the greatest people that I think Eminem is inspired by. I'm inspired by hip hop wise too. The Redmans of the world, the
yes,
Rakims,
yes,
KRS Ones, and
yes,
LL Cool J's.
yes.
I don't I don't think people give LL the credit he deserves today. Um, but LL is one of the greatest to ever do it. He's never lost a battle.
Nope. No, yeah. Dude, I love LL. I used to grow up on that shit too. That Mama said knock you out.
Yeah,
I'm gonna all that
yeah,
shit. Fat Cat Rat,
yeah,
it's a booming system and all that shit. Stinky
yeah.
Tooth Rat, you ain't all
Yeah,
fat. Like that whole album was dope. But he had a lot of albums that were dope.
yeah,
That Easy
yeah,
E, I love
yeah,
all
like
that shit.
LL. Yeah. Like LL is the hardest. Is the you know why LL is the hardest rapper of all time? Because he could make a song like "I Need Love" and then say "Mama said knock you out" right after that, and get love from everybody. That is crazy. Yeah,
Yes.
Easy, look, I love Easy, but he couldn't make a "I Need Love" and then
No.
say, he can't, and then call himself a real motherfucking G.
Right, right. You're right. The closest thing you could make like that is like automobile or that song where it was he's like, I'd rather fuck you or some shit like that. Some
Yeah,
dirty
yeah,
ass
yeah,
shit.
Yeah,
but I
yeah, a
loved it.
parody.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah. NWA, Ice Cube, you
yes.
know, Ice Cube is, oh my God, that guy's sick,
He's
sick.
prolific.
Yeah,
Damn, he's good.
like yeah, and but yeah, my fault, man. My fault for rambling and stuff, man. Go
No,
ahead, man.
those are questions I wanted to ask you. Who are some of your favorite artists of all time and shit? So, no,
Oh,
that's
oh
perfect.
shit. Well, since we're on it, Ice Cube, the Death Certificate album. A lot of people will look at you and say, "Oh, you're racist because you love Death Certificate." No, if you pay attention to Death Certificate, the album, he was telling you where you're at and where you need to go.
Right,
That was that whole album.
right.
Um,
He was telling racists what's up with them motherfuckers. So if you ain't racist,
yeah,
then why do you got a problem with it?
yeah. Like the Death Certificate is probably one of the greatest. No, no, I'm not gonna say probably.
It
It
is one
is
of
one of
them.
the greatest fucking albums that I've ever heard in my life. You can't skip that album, and if you pay attention, it's a story he's telling throughout the whole album, and that is insane.
Right,
How do you do that?
right.
Or Nas. Nas is still doing things he should have did when he was 20. You know,
Right.
he's still making Illmatic albums today.
Right. Right.
King Disease 3. You know, or shit, KRS-One. That
Yes.
dude, that guy could drop a fucking freestyle today and it'll be probably one of the greatest freestyles you've ever heard, man. And that man is like 60.
Right. Right.
you know, shit, today, a lot of people ask me, "Oh, who's your today artist?" I really don't have a lot, but if you had to say potential young boy, you would have to throw him in there. You would have to throw Dirk in there. You would have to throw uh 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 Mo 3, rest in peace. Um, it's very few artists today that I would
Right.
really be like, oh,
Right.
they're in my Mount Rushmores. You know.
Right. Right. I agree. There was, and for years there wasn't a lot of guys that did the rap like we wanted, but now it's like coming back again where like,
Yeah.
when people want
J.
content again a
Cole's of the
little
world.
more. I can't fuck with shit unless it's good lyrical, like
Yeah.
got content, like I most of the guys that I would say that are the new school that I like are all underground. They're all underground and
Yeah.
it's all like uh, and a lot of them are actually my age or older. Like, shout out to Bossed Up CD out there in PA. He's a dope rapper. He's
Shout
a
out.
younger one and shit. He's good shit. I had him on the show before, and I like his rap. Anytime he puts a song up, it's dope. So check him
Mhm.
out sometime. I'll send you his link. Bossed Up CD. It's good shit.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
Dorier Jose. I like Dorier.
Mhm. I've heard slightly about him. Slightly I've heard about him. Um, and but a lot of my stuff I listen to is kind of older because the J. Cole. Like for instance, if you gave me 20 years, right?
Yeah.
Uh, J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar. I think you have to throw those two in there. Um, Kanye, 50.
Yes.
Uh, Buster.
Yeah.
Because even when Buster was kind of on his downfall, he was still better than a lot of
Yeah.
MCs. Um,
Buster's classic. He's got a
yeah,
solidified name.
yeah, yeah. Redman, of course,
Yep.
man, and Muddy Waters.
Yeah. Yeah.
uh, shit. Beanie Beanie Siegel doesn't get credit. I don't think. Neither does Scarface. You
No,
know.
dude, I love Ghetto Boys. I love all the Scarface's shit. Like, and even when I was
Yeah,
a little ass kid, I was bumping that "We Can't Be Stopped" album with "My Mind Is Playing Tricks on Me" on it and shit. Like,
yeah, yeah.
dude, I was a little ass kid in a town of like 900 people growing up, and I always loved real reality rap. Like
Yeah,
always what I wanted to hear. My mom would like give
yeah,
me Christian rap tapes and stuff. God bless her heart. But I wanted to listen to Easy E. I wanted Ghetto Boys.
yeah,
I wanted Tupac and Cypress Hill, and I like
yeah,
that's what I wanted to
yeah.
listen to. You know,
I,
um, you know
I
who I think
can't.
doesn't get the credit they deserve to is D12. All to me,
Yes,
all of the guys in
yeah,
D12 are lyrical fucking geniuses. Like when I listen to it, they can tell
yeah,
stories from beginning to end. They got punchlines and metaphors and double
yeah,
entendres, like their little ad libs in the background. Like, they're the shit, and they're all battle
yeah,
rappers. But people try to oh, they say some
yeah,
weird shit. So what? They made some sick shit. Dude, it was some of the
yeah,
best shit I ever heard. I
yeah.
think.
They the only reason why they made those songs commercially like that was
Right.
because M told them. M said, "Look, we ain't finna be the lyrical MC flipping and dipping and all that. We just gonna be some funny ass rappers. We gonna come to the studio, have a good time, smoke some weed, and
And be us.
we just gonna rap."
Yeah. And just be us and fuck it.
And Bizarre is shout out to Bizarre because
Mad shout out to Bizarre. Man, I hope to get him on the show someday so bad.
yeah,
I hope he
yeah,
gets on your show too.
yeah,
We gotta get Bizarre on both our shows.
yeah. Bizarre. I actually talked to him.
Did you?
What last week? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And he let me know. He like, man, look, we gonna do the interview.
Yeah.
I'm just busy, because I think he had some stuff with Stretch Money. Shout out to him,
So
Stretch
Stretch
Money,
Money.
Detroit.
Yeah.
Um, uh,
Stretch is
and
cool
they
as
were
shit
doing,
too.
yeah, yeah. Because Bizarre was like, yeah, man, I'm still gonna do the interview. Thank you, man. I'm glad you still remember me. I'm like, bro, you're legendary. Like, how the hell would I not remember you?
Right. Right. He's gotten millions of records sold. And not but besides that, honestly, when I would listen to D12 albums, like I said, I love all of them in it and I love all their verses, but Bizarre is always one of the first ones I'd want to fast forward to and hear right what's Bizarre
Yeah,
gonna say. What the fuck is
yeah,
Bizarre gonna
yeah,
say? And he
yeah,
when he wants to rap gangster, man, he's one of the best. It's like listen to this song. Where you from? It's got him and King Gordy and Young Mile,
yeah.
and dude, it's dope. Like I fucks with
Insane.
Bizarre. I
Yeah,
love Bizarre.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And shout out to Bizarre, man. Yo. And man, the whole D12 crew over there, man. Like,
Yes.
it's crazy. It's crazy to think that Swifty McVeigh still be. Sometimes that guy still be on 8 Mile.
Yeah,
Seriously, I'm
yeah.
not lying.
They
By
still kick
himself,
it
no
in their hoods
security,
and shit.
nothing. Yeah, yeah, no security, nothing.
Nope.
He'll be there chilling, just and he'll talk to you. He'll be like, "Hey, man, I'm just finna grab me something to drink or something, man. Thank you, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate you. It is the weirdest shit ever coming from somebody like me, because I'm a fan of him, and I'm
Right.
like, you shouldn't be like walking in this neighborhood. He like, man, this is my hood, man.
Uh, yes. I love it.
No, but yeah, yeah. Man, I personally think I think we did skip over a rapper though, and he's not lyrically insane, but
Mhm.
Wiz Khalifa is one of the most iconic dudes
Yes.
ever. Um, I
He
personally,
made some changes that like he laid some groundwork for some shit and stuff. Like
yeah,
he's what's the word for he's got influence.
yeah. Wiz Khalifa was like, cause Wiz Khalifa is the reason I started smoking
Yeah.
weed.
Cypress Hill's the reason I started smoking.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like 'cause Cypress Hill was a little bit before my time, but
Right.
I am a
It
fan
was
of
like
them.
91 and shit, 91 and then
Yeah,
93.
yeah,
I was only like 10, 9, 10 in
yeah,
it, but yeah.
Yeah. But Cypress Hill laid groundwork. Like, and Be Real is one of the
Yeah,
realest dudes for real.
yeah,
For real, like that guy's real as fuck. I didn't know he knew who the fuck I was. I tweeted to him. He was like, "Yo, what up, Kadeem the King?" And
yeah,
I guess he saw one of my fucking my fucking videos, and I was just stunned. I was like, "Yo, Be Real, I love you, man." And
yeah,
he was like, "Shout out to you, man. Appreciate you, man. I saw your YouTube shit." I was like, "You a real one,
yes,
man."
yes. Be Real
But
is a real motherfucker. He used to be
yeah,
what I can't remember, 7th Street something Bloods. He was a real, like, he got shot,
yeah.
lung collapsed and shit. Like, he was in the
Hmm.
shit. He went, but then he was like, I gotta get out of it. Like, I remember I saw it on an interview. He said he was selling crack, and this woman
Hmm.
dropped a piece of crack in the high grass. So they kept the grass high. So if the cops came, they'd throw down their little rocks, and it'd be hard as hell to find them, right? Well, this woman
Hmm.
dropped her piece and was looking for it, causing a bunch of commotion, kind of. And so dude came out with a shotgun. He's like, "Leave, or I'm gonna blow your ass away." And she goes, "Then fucking kill me, because I'm not leaving until I fucking find it." And he said that
Yeah,
did something
yeah.
to him, where he was like, "Man, that could be my mom or somebody." Like, that woman was
Hmm.
willing to die for that. Like, I gotta get out of this. And like, he went more towards
Yeah,
music and shit.
yeah, yeah. And then made some of the most legendary fucking stuff you've ever heard.
Yes,
Like they laid the groundwork for there to be a Snoop.
yeah,
Like, because it was Cypress Hill and Snoop came right after because the Chronic comes out
right,
and then Doggy Style goes
yeah,
and it's over. And
right,
then after Snoop was I think Wiz was the reincarnation of Snoop Dogg.
right.
Personally,
And Bone, because
yeah,
they were
yeah,
all about the weed too when they came out
yeah.
and shit. But yeah,
Dizzy,
let's talk more about Wiz Khalifa, because you said he was the reason you started smoking. What songs
yeah.
got you into it?
Uh, there were songs. Uh, I'm buying the smoke out. And with him and Snoop,
Snoop in the high
Mac
school.
and Devin, Mac and Devin, and he also had when I rolled up. That was way before. That was way before he even met Snoop. But yeah, I was a Wiz Khalifa fan when the mixtapes was out, and and all that shit. So when Taylor Gang was like underground, that was a big fucking movement. You know what I'm saying? That was like Funk Volume in 2012, right?
Yeah,
Like Hobson and all that. You know, Dizzy Wright and all of my favorites were like Wiz, Dizzy Wright, Jaron Benton, Hobson, Tech,
yes,
and just but I think Wiz was like the cornerstone of every fucking thing. He's the reason I smoke joints. I can't smoke.
I like
I can't
joints
smoke.
too.
Yeah, yeah. Like he's the reason I smoke joints because he's told me. Well, he didn't literally tell me, but to me, he told me. He told me don't smoke blunts because we don't do that shit. We smoke joints over here.
Right. And you know what? It's like I will hit a blunt when someone's got one, but me personally, I won't roll. And it's like I will
Yeah.
sometimes, but I usually roll joints, and I smoked cigarettes but like
Mhm.
the first cig I smoked I was 10, and I just smoke them
Yeah.
whenever I could. But like when I was like 12, 13, I started smoking every day and having my own pack when I was
Yeah.
like 14. So I smoked for
Yeah.
25 years, and then I quit. And it's like, I don't want tobacco in my lungs.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And you know what? I
Cause
don't have
like
cravings or nothing. I don't want nothing to do with it. I just think, well, why
yeah.
do I want to mix my good ass tasting weed with fucking shitty asshole tobacco?
Yeah. Yeah. Like, cause like at first like when you a kid you smoke the cigarettes because you think it's cool, you think
Yeah,
the smoke is cool and shit,
yeah,
and then you know when you grow up and you actually have like issues and shit and real life hits you,
yeah,
you like shit, weed is fucking cool as hell, man.
yeah.
now, now I know why Wiz is so damn calm. I know why Snoop is so fucking calm. You know what I'm saying? And I could remember, you know, me being the first person out of all my friends to really smoke every single day, and I got all my friends to do the shit, not being a bad influence, but if they see you smoking every day, they gonna want to copy you, you
Right,
know.
right, exactly.
So, um and that's why Wiz is a very, very special fucking artist that I'll be like, yo, I don't care what nobody say. He has to be on my Mount Rushmore, yo. For me,
Yeah,
you know, like, cause when Chief Keef came out and all that, I wasn't really that big of a fan. You know what I'm saying? Like he was around that time with Wiz, but it was like I wasn't really a fan of drill music at the time. So I don't know. Hey, maybe I'm just lost. I don't know.
I couldn't really, I couldn't tell you one Chief Keef song to be honest. I'm just not into drill either. I mean, I'm not trying to diminish what he's got. I've heard Chief Keef is good. I just don't know his stuff. I could tell you all
Yeah,
about Dr. Octagon and Cool Keith.
yeah, yeah. Or my favorite Chicago rapper of all time. Well, I can't say of all time because if I say that, then that's Kanye.
Kanye
But
too, yeah.
my favorite, my favorite, drill rapper of all time is probably like Lil Durk, I guess. If you want to say Chicago,
Sure.
um, so yeah. But Wiz is that guy, bro.
Oh, you know who my favorite rapper from Chicago is? Four Eyes.
Oh, okay,
Shout
okay,
out Four Eyes.
okay.
He's
Yeah.
super lyrical. I
Shout
heard
out.
him on the show last week or the week before. He's like, and I've been listening to him for years, and he puts up like he does a verse every day on his Instagram. Like a
Yeah.
freestyle every day. Dude, it's crazy some of the shit he says. Like some of the shit he says is better than people's albums. I'm like, what the fuck? Crazy. Oh, and
I got it.
oh, sorry, and real quick, Big Tuna. He's from Chicago, I think. He's dope.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I gotta check. I gotta check him, yo. I gotta check him for real, man.
Yeah.
Um, and like, dude, it's like hip hop is just an amazing fucking culture, man. You know. Um, and have you ever heard of a dude named Chris Calico?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Definitely. That's a huge
Yeah.
name.
Yeah.
I used to hear
Yeah.
that all the time. Chris
Yeah. Yeah.
Calico. Is he a producer or a DJ or...
He's an artist on
Okay,
Strange
okay.
Music. Yeah, yeah. Him. Easy. Oh, I love the shirt, bro. I love the
Yeah.
shirt. That shirt is ill, son. I gotta get one, yo.
Yes. Thank you. Yeah. He's one of my favorites, even though I know he didn't write all his lyrics, and in the beginning, like Cube wrote most of them.
No, but
There's a few other guys that wrote for him, but he did write some of them. And
yeah,
he wasn't planning on being a rapper at first, but once he got into it,
yeah,
then he started
yeah,
writing them. But he's still the godfather of reality
yeah.
rap.
Yes. Easy E is the reason there was the NWA. You know what I'm saying?
And
Without him,
they fought for the music and the rights to be able to cuss and just say whatever the fuck we
yeah,
want. They
yep,
laid
him,
the ground for a lot of that because they were as politicians
mhm,
trying to say no,
yeah,
you can't say certain things and burn your
yeah,
albums
yeah.
and shit. Like
Yeah. NWA, Ice T. I think Ice T needs to get credit.
yes.
Because
Yeah,
lyrically,
Ice
I.
T back in 82, 83, 84 with Chris
Mhm,
Glove was making rap and rapping
mhm,
about reality shit, and they made that
yeah,
movie Breaking or whatever about breakdancing
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Yeah. Then they made some
Hmm.
songs on it. Yeah, shout out to Chris Glove too and Ice T.
Yeah, yeah. And Ice T was so dope, and they were so scared of him.
Yeah.
That's why they did that to his music, cause he was serious when he said, "Yo, I used to do bank robbery." Like he literally would go into Def Jam, and, He literally would go up to Def Jam and would talk to Russ like Russell Simmons, like, yeah, man. I used to do bank robberies, but man, I'm just trying to change my life, man. Like, yo, you don't just say that to a fucking exec, man. Like, what are you doing? That is hilarious. That is
Right.
fucking hilarious.
It's
But that, but
crazy.
but shout out to Ice T because he was the first person out of any famous person. He was the first person to really acknowledge me and say, "Yo, you're dope, homie. Keep it up." Ice is just cool as fuck. So he's just, yo, word.
Yeah. Dude, that's huge. That's the type of shit that makes it worth it more than any amount of money or more. I mean, don't get me wrong, we
Yeah,
need money. We gotta get
yeah,
it for shit, but like it's what keeps hitting. It's like, yeah, this is what I'm in it for. Really, is for hip
yeah,
hop and for real legends like that
yeah.
to get an acknowledgement like that. Wow, props, man.
Yeah, yeah. For him to say, because I'm like, because I was just on some, fanboy shit. I'm just chilling, and I'm just, in his DMs like, yo, bro, man, I just heard Colors, man. That song is so amazing, man. I'm like, yo, 6 a.m. in the 6 in the
Yes.
morning, man. And he's like, and, and he responds, and he's like, man, I know who you are, man. You Kadeem the King, man. I see you, man. Keep doing your thing, man. And he was like, man, we're gonna do an interview soon too, man. That's gonna be mind blowing for me too, because
Yes.
I'm still a fan, and I think people forget that. Like my fans forget that I'm still a fan of other people
Right.
too.
Right.
So when I'm talking to someone and they see me like kind of stutter a little bit, they'll be like, "Why are you stutter? Why are you so scared?" It's because, dude, I've listened to this dude for damn near 20 years.
Right. 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 You'll see me stuttering there with Big Herc earlier today. You'll be like, yeah. But it's like you said, it's like it don't matter. Even if I was in person, I'd still be thinking, damn, I've been listening to this guy for like 20 years. 20 years ago, I never had any type of platform to get a hold of him on. There was no social
Yeah,
media. Like you couldn't just try to talk to people but now you can. It's crazy now.
yeah, yeah. Like that is the craziest thing that has happened. Like to look at all the shit that I've done on my YouTube channel and be like, whoa, because I don't think as creators we don't take time to really fester in a moment. Like we
Right.
do it and then we just
On to
say,
the
okay,
next
cool.
thing. Right.
Yeah, yeah,
Not
yeah,
on to the next thing, but it's like we always got to be creating something. It's like the way music has worked for other people. This kind of helps me as an outlet because there's shit I rant and rave about. There's shit I get
yeah,
wild about on here. And like when I first started doing it, I was kind of quiet and reserved. Like I didn't want to embarrass myself. But then I kind of
yeah,
went off about something one day, and somebody came. They're like, "Where's more of this? We want to see this side of you." I'm like,
yeah,
well, that's
yeah,
how the fuck I am anyway. Like, you really want to just see me act like me? I can do that all day. Because I'm
yeah,
telling you,
yeah,
like, I talk and act like this ain't a show. Like, it's just me. But I like, I try to put on a show, though, with my reviews, like putting in little memes and clips for movies. And, like, I'm arguing with it myself, just different weird shit that comes out of my
yeah,
mind. And,
yeah.
it ends up working.
Yeah, or even in the moment of doing the video, I think people
Yes.
don't think that like everything is much a good. If you're a creator, a good 85% of your stuff is not scripted. You may
No,
have some
right.
stuff that's scripted, but a good 85% of that shit is just you just going.
Right.
As it just yeah,
I have
yeah.
shit written
So
down, but it doesn't happen that way.
yeah,
I have an idea of where I
yeah,
kind of want to go, but organically it goes in all
hmm
kinds of damn different directions. And
yeah,
you're right; those end up being
yeah,
the best ones because you can't
yeah.
fake that. It's
Yeah,
legit,
yeah, yeah, and you can't recreate that energy, and that's
right?
why, like, you know, underground, my fan base always tell me about the big bitch stories and things like that, and it's funny, but it's like, yo, I can't recreate that again because it was not fake. It
Right,
wasn't fake,
right.
It was just. it was in the moment. You know, I was just talking about something that may have happened, and then you just come up with something that's legendary.
Right, right. Then you try to tell somebody else and you just can't even remember. Like, well, I'm lost.
Yeah,
Bro, I forgot
yeah,
to ask you earlier. Were you outside in a t-shirt?
yes,
What?
yes, it was.
You're in Detroit outside in a t-shirt.
Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, no,
So
no,
you're
no,
out
no,
on the
no.
East Coast right
Uh,
now?
no, I'm in the South right now, man.
Okay, okay.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. So, uh, we, back at home, nah, we
Yeah,
ain't gonna be
no.
in we ain't gonna be in a t-shirt, man.
Because
You know,
I'm up in northern
it,
Minnesota. I'm kind of like 20 miles south of Duluth by Lake Superior there, and I mean it's
yeah.
snowbanks up to my chest still. But
Damn,
out in
goodness.
Jersey, man, they don't even got snow right now. They're out there in I'm like, what the fuck? Why do we live in this iceberg?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like, is it really like that in Minnesota though, man? Like, cause I've never been, but I've heard of the weather, and
It's bad.
you know,
Like below zero, 20, 30 below zero for weeks, months on end usually. And I mean, the snow this year we got dumped on a lot. And so it was like, knee deep. But then after they plow everywhere, it's
damn.
like up to here. It's like walking down tunnels. It's crazy.
So- sounds like Detroit, man.
Right. I know it gets cold as hell there too. You guys are one of the Great Lakes regions. So you actually check
Yeah,
this out. I ordered this off the internet and it came in the mail. I put it on. It says Lake St. Clair. It
yeah,
has the
yeah,
coordinates for Lake St. Clair and says Lake St. Clair. It's a high naval authority, something, just a bunch of shit about Lake St. Clair on it.
yeah, yeah, man. Okay. Sorry about that, everybody. A technical difficulty, but
You're all good.
yeah.
Oh,
Um,
tell us how you decided on the name Kadeem the King.
what Kadeem the King came from just because well, my first name is Kadeem, and I just always thought I was the king of everything. And shit, I feel like I'm personally the greatest, if we're going by hip hop channels, I'm better than academics, I'm better than
Yeah,
anybody, Joe Budden, any of those dudes that you could throw up in there. I'm the greatest of all time when it comes to that shit. But and by the way, if any of them motherfuckers want to say anything, I'll take your head off, man. I'll destroy you. But anyway, um, yeah, man,
I'm
like
not a
Kadeem the
fan of
King.
DJ Academics or Joe Budden. I'm not.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Like
No love lost there.
academic. I mean, well, it's no love lost for academics because he was always trash anyway. But that's just, you know, that's just what it is, man.
It's the truth.
and Joe Budden, and Joe Budden, uh, you were a cool rapper, but the Joe Budden podcast is fucking garbage.
Yeah,
Ever since your homies left, the shit's been garbage, man.
right. It's I used to actually watch a clip or two of that back when he had all of them. And then you're right. It's like I don't know. He gets weird and like everybody wants out of his life or something. Joe Budden, if you ever see this, sorry brother, but it seems like you get weird about stuff, and it's hard for
Yeah,
you to keep people close to you. Now,
yeah,
if you ever see this, you're one to always yell out in your
yeah.
podcast and say your feelings all crazy and wild about anybody who's on your sleeve that day. But I'm not even emotional. I don't care. I'm just saying it
Yeah.
looks like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. like with Joe Budden, if you pay attention to his career, you know, Def Jam, he was the reason that fucked up.
Yeah,
Jay Z, he was the reason when Jay Z gave him Pump It Up, and then he said, "Oh, well, I'm finna diss you and try to
yeah.
battle you." He fucked that up. The Joe Budden podcast with
Slaughterhouse.
yeah, Slaughterhouse. His relationship with Eminem.
Yeah.
Eminem is
God,
not the business guy behind Shady Records, you fucking dummy.
right. It's like, dude, why would you? I'm not speechless about much, but yeah, I was speechless. I'm like, I don't get it. Like in a
Yeah.
revival. And here's honestly my opinion. I've always wanted to say this. I didn't used to have a platform when revival came out. I wasn't even considering it, but I
Yeah.
like revival. I don't think it was
Hmm.
a bad
Hmm.
album. I think people were expecting one thing and they got another.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
and I
And
agree with him when he said, no matter what I do, you're still gonna criticize it either way. But there was a lot of songs on there that I like. But I think on Revival, he was not any of his personas. It was him. He was just being honest and saying what he really
yeah.
actually thought and
Yeah.
felt, and people shit all over it.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I could remember. I think personally, I was not too much of a fan of the album, but coming from that perspective, yeah, I
I'm
could
just saying
honestly say,
it wasn't terrible where it deserved that crazy criticism it got,
yeah.
where Joe Budden was like, "Oh, it's trash, this and that." I was like, "It's not trash. It's definitely
And,
not."
and
But
my thing with Joe, I'm like, dude, you've never had nothing to even come close
right,
to Revival.
right,
Like, none of your albums came close to it, bro.
right,
None of your mixtapes even came close to it. And
right.
I was a fan of Joe Budden with the mood music and all that shit. So
Yeah,
yeah, so yeah, I have a
Skeletons in the
history of
Closet.
listening
That
to
was
Joe.
a good time. I
Yeah,
love that shit. I listened to it. His
yeah,
No Love Lost album. That wasn't bad, but yeah, man, you're
yeah,
right. I want like if you took the song Framed off of Revival, it would probably take out
yeah,
all of Joe Budden's albums.
yeah. Like Joe, like he was cool, he was dope, but Lloyd Banks was better than him. Like come on now, bro. Like
I
this
like
is
Yayo better
ridiculous.
than him. I love Yayo.
Yeah, yeah,
I shout out to Tony
yeah,
Yayo.
yeah,
Hey, Yayo, if you ever see
yeah,
this, I gotta get you on the show too. Hey, Felon to Felon,
yeah.
you
G-Unit,
gotta
yo.
come on the show.
Yeah, yeah. Fifth, man, if you see this shot, holler at your boy, man.
Yes, yes,
But yeah, man. Um, like my personal favorite Joe Budden songs of all time is the Ordinary Love Shit series by far. That that series was so cold, and Ordinary Love Shit 3 was his best one he ever had. But after that, everything went downhill after that, bro. And it
right?
was just because you can't tell me you can listen to a Joe Budden a full Joe Budden album without skipping it.
No, you're not gonna. To be honest, and I'm not saying this just to diss him or anything like that, just because I don't really love the guy. And this is why I don't really love the guy is because when you listen to an album, I end up skipping. To tell you the truth, most of it. There's like three
Yeah,
core songs I listen to, and then two I really end up liking.
yeah, like Royce is better than Joe Budden. Like, come on now, man. Royce the 5'9" is miles ahead of Joe Budden.
Yes, yes. And Joe thinks he's better than all of them. Honestly, I think Joel was better than Joe. I think
Yeah,
Royce is better than Joe. I think who else was in
yeah,
there? Oh, Crooks.
yeah,
Fucking I fuck them all better
yeah,
than Joe.
yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
uh,
yeah.
yeah,
But
'cause that's who it was, right? It was
he was
Crook
the
and I,
weakest.
Joe Budden, and Royce, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was Crook, Royce, Joe, Crook,
And
Royce,
Joel
Joe, and then
and
yeah,
Joel
Joel.
Ortiz.
Yeah,
Yep, that was yep.
yeah,
Yeah, and honestly, I
yeah,
think Joe Budden was at the bottom of the totem pole.
yeah, yeah. And the terrible thing about Slaughterhouse was everybody in Slaughterhouse, including Royce,
Yeah,
even was like, "Hey, yo, if Joe wanted to continue Slaughterhouse, we would have. We
right.
would have continued that shit."
And that's the thing that another thing that pissed me off. Joe just can't be honest. You got
Yeah.
everyone from Slaughterhouse saying we all would have, but Joe was the problem. Joe, nobody could
Hmm.
get along with Joe. Joe this, Joe that. And then Joe gets on. No, it was everybody else. So who are you going to believe? Everybody
And,
or Joe?
and Joe Budden is so fucking delusional. He doesn't see that
Right?
he's the reason that all this shit, it every fucking thing. No, Joe Budden is the common denominator.
Yes.
Def Jam. And also 100, I gave him the benefit of the doubt
Yep,
with the
yep.
Def
At
Jam
first,
situation.
for the first couple of them, anyway.
Yeah, yeah. And then it's like, this is not looking too good, Joe. This isn't looking good, bro.
No,
You got like your own fucking homeboys are telling everybody, "Hey, man, well, Joe didn't want to. He didn't want to be on Shady. He didn't want to be on Shady anymore. We don't give a fuck about being on Shady." So
right,
that's just what it was.
right. That was just about distributing it.
Yeah,
They're all
yeah,
good.
yeah. Because they weren't even really signed to
Right.
Shady. It was a distribution, and they got to keep all their rights and
Yeah.
everything for their
Right.
records.
Right. And
Joe
then
got
Joe's
mad.
crying about, Shady didn't give me enough attention at the
Yeah,
record what the fuck do you
like
mean?
it's him.
This was
Like,
y'all's project that you brought to him to sign to the
yeah,
label just to get it out there. This wasn't his group he put together like that needs his
yeah.
attention. What the fuck, Joe?
I, I think Joe thought they were gonna be Eminem's G Unit, but 50 created G Unit. 50
Right.
created
Right.
50
That was
told Tony
50.
Yayo. He told Tony Yayo, "Hey, when you get out of jail, you coming with me. Hey, Banks, you gonna be with me. Yeah, yeah, I know we used to fight back in the day, but you gonna be with me." He told Buck the same thing. Hey, when you get out of when you get off of with Birdman them, because at first he was with
Cash money.
yeah, first he was with
Yep.
Cash Money, then he came to G Unit.
Yep.
The only thing that wasn't 50's saying was when the game came over, and that's why they had a riff.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. You
Yeah.
know what I think? Because I could you ever now tell me you can afterwards too after the interview you can tell me after you look this up and shit. I cannot find any game music pre G Unit. I feel like he was a made up character that Dr. Dre made up because he's friends with Lonzo because Lonzo's dating Game's mom forever. Lonzo from
Hmm.
straight out of Compton and they owned that male strip club. And now the rumors
Yeah.
that 50 said was that he was a dancer. Now, I've never heard of any. I've tried to find music from Game pre Dr. Dre when he signed him to G Unit. I can't find any. Where is it? Where he said he was already an established artist before that. I can't
He
find it.
wasn't.
Am I wrong? Can you?
He wasn't. Well, if he say established artist, what he would do was he would be on mixtapes, DJ Clue and stuff
Okay.
like that. But he never had his
Okay.
own.
So there
Yeah,
were
he
some
never had
songs where he was on them here and there,
yeah,
but there was
yeah,
like
here and
a
there, but
feature type thing just sporadically.
yeah. So as far as the Game was not an established artist until
Right.
Dre
Yeah.
heard him on with DJ Clue, and he's like, Dr. Dre, yo, play that again. Hold on, let me hear that one more time. That's Dre, and he heard him, he signed him, and then met him at a crack house. It was just Dr. Dre in the game,
Yes.
because Dre was like, look, I don't. He was like, I don't even chill in LA like that no more, or in the heart of Los Angeles no more.
In a crack
So
house.
yeah. That's where he
Here's
met
Dre,
him.
almost a billionaire,
Yeah.
running record
Dre was,
companies.
and he's in a crack. Dre knocked on the door like, yeah, it's Dr. Dre. Yeah, like I'm like, dog, what the fuck are you doing here?
Right. Because I remember it was like when I was selling dope and shit, and like, man, with the knock at the door is like Eminem. What the fuck is
Yeah,
Eminem? This is
yeah,
Dr. Dre.
you're like, what?
What? Nah, no,
Like,
Dr. Dre ain't outside.
I would be like, man, am I being punked or something?
Right,
Like, why are you at this door?
right.
And how do you know how to get here?
Yeah. Who are you coming here to see? What is this? Will you autograph this?
Like, hold on, wait. Before you leave, just give me your damn autograph real quick, man. I don't know if you're signing me or
Autograph
not.
this gun for me.
Yeah. But it was the same, like, but Dre is known for doing stuff like Dre's a real
Yeah,
dude. Like, people
he
trying to give him a bad fucking rep, but Dre,
I
that's
love
how he met Easy. That's how he met Snoop. Um, so Dre is known for he don't he don't he don't chill in LA unless he feel like, okay, I could find somebody that's good
right.
and that can rap, and then I'm gonna develop you.
Yeah.
Same thing with Kendrick.
Yep.
It's same thing with Kendrick Lamar. But yeah. Anyways,
Yeah, he
yeah,
did.
man.
He molded Kendrick Lamar too, and a lot of people, and like yeah,
Yeah.
and like anybody who's got to work with Dr. Dre and gotten that attention from him is
Mhm.
fortunate. And like, look what it. And I mean, just look at his creativeness. And like when him and M met, they sat there and made like that, like at least five of the songs that came out on the album just right there in a row. Like it was
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah. And that was all off of just Dre and M,
Yeah,
because they both were coming from a perspective of, damn, we gotta make some shit work.
right.
Dre was like, okay, the firm flopped. I'm not trying to work with Nas and them no more. And this Dr. Dre Presents album flopped, which it didn't. It sold a
Right.
million,
No,
but he wanted 5, 10 million.
right.
And
And plus, like this was the third record company he was at now, and they were
yeah,
kind of at the end of the rope with them too, like I said, because things didn't quite work out to their expectations, even though it was platinum.
boy.
And yeah, man, it's they both needed each other.
Um, yeah, like, man, just they both had to make magic because they both
Yeah,
were coming from those fucked up places. Eminem was just Eminem was
yeah,
literally hungry,
yeah.
literally
He was
hungry. The
evicted
guy was,
too. He broke in his own house like and slept the night before he got on the plane. There was an eviction notice
yeah,
on the door, and it was locked.
yeah, and M M was like, yo, I don't need. He told him, he like, bro, all I had was a bowl of oatmeal. All I had was a fucking bowl of oatmeal, and Dre was like, all right, man, I got you. And he grabbed him like some chicken and shit and was like, look, we gonna just do this fucking shit, these songs and shit. And that is funny, but it's like, wow, that is some amazing shit
Right.
for Eminem to just hear a fucking beat and just say, hi, my
Yeah,
name
my
is
name is.
and
But yeah, yeah,
yeah,
and keep
yeah,
going and like all the shit it's crazy.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, like
straight classic.
that,
Some of the shit him and Dre were on, shit like Guilty Conscience. Him and Dre just
yeah,
the back and forth, or like forgot about Dre. Like just all they
yeah,
had this certain. It was crazy because it was like from mine and yours generations. Like we knew about NWA, we knew
yeah,
Dr. Dre. After that, we knew Dr. Dre
mhm,
with Death Row Records and Tupac and shit. And then we
mhm.
knew about his when he went to when he made Aftermath and
After,
everything. And like
yeah,
I said, he was expecting more, but he only got a million. Then uh, hold on one second. Hi, buddy.
got
Nobody's even there, Mike. Right, baby. Nobody's even there. Sorry about that. I thought my son was home because he
it.
usually gets home in like 5 minutes from now, so I thought he was early. But yeah,
So good.
we're used to Dr. Dre. Yeah, it was him. So we were used to Dr. Dre and all the stuff that he had done, and then out of nowhere, after not hearing from him for a while, there's this white boy on the scene. Like all of a sudden,
Mhm.
it's like, what? Produced by
Yeah,
Dr. Dre? What do you?
yeah,
What the fuck? You
yeah.
mean this is really produced by Dr. Dre? The Dr. Dre? I kept
Mhm.
thinking, man, it must be a different Dr. Dre. It can't. And then I
Yeah,
looked at it
yeah,
again and then seen Dr. Dre on it, on the Hi
mhm.
My Name Is video. And I was like,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
was Dr. Dre. And so I was like, wow, he really produced the whole album. And then, like you
mhm,
said, when
yeah.
the second one came, I was like, wow, that's
And
when I
that,
knew it was solidified. This wasn't just
yeah,
a novelty or a one time fun album. I knew this was a thing. This was a wave. This was a movement. And
Mhm.
like you know what I hate hearing? I hate it when people say like, "Oh, Eminem fans only listen to Eminem. Eminem fans are white people who only listen to Eminem." It's like, motherfucker, I've been listening to rap since before Eminem ever was even on the scene
Yeah,
battling. Like I've been
yeah,
listening to rap since before
yeah,
NWA came out. So Eminem I
yeah,
added in, and yes, he is one of my top favorite rappers of all time. But most of the guys I listen to are not Eminem, and he is like
yeah,
one of two white guys I listen to. I love Paradigm from Detroit.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
He's the
yeah,
shit.
yeah,
But
yeah,
other than that, I don't have a lot of. I listen to black artists, so I don't like
yeah.
people just want to trash on Eminem and Eminem's fans any chance they get.
Because M was so iconic. Like he told you in Legacy, he
Yes.
told everybody in Legacy, yo, uh, like dude, like he was like, bro, like you guys get mad at me, but I used to get beat up. People used to talk shit about me. I couldn't even go to the shelter at first until I established my name. Then now I get into the game, and y'all still fucking with me. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right. I love
And then
that song too.
he finally says basically, yo, I know I'm iconic as fuck, and you do too.
Yes. And you're gonna admit it. You have to admit
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
I love it.
And when the Marshall Mathers LP2 came out, that was where I was like, this guy, he's still he's still Eminem. He's still hungry. He's
Yeah.
still
Yeah.
himself.
Yep.
And I remember the song Bad Guy. Um a lot of people don't know why I love that song so much is because it was Stan too.
Yeah. Yeah.
People it was Stan too. It was him telling you, "Oh shit, yo, uh his brother grew up and basically wanted to get revenge for his brother, and that's why he died."
Right.
And
Right.
in the end,
Yes. I
and
like
I
when he starts
and
rapping on there and the voice changes. He's like the polyps eating your
yeah,
tonsils after a concert. And just
yeah,
everything he said on there was
mhm,
like the
yeah,
reflection of his whole life. And you know what? That's why I love it and I
yeah,
always stand behind his music. And that's what makes it good is he has put his whole fucking
yeah,
life out there through it to the point
yeah,
where other rappers have even been like, I don't know why he puts all this his personal real life out
yeah,
there like that. It's
yeah,
like that's him though. That's what makes his shit real. And you know what? There's like
yeah,
I
yeah.
think rap has saved my life.
Even at his time, you got to remember that that was an early album. That was his first album. Way before my baby daughter Haley, I was
That's
harassed daily by
my
this fat
slap
kid
with
named D'Angelo
D'Angelo
Bailey.
Bailey. Yeah.
Nobody, nobody in hip hop is gonna say some shit like that on their first album. The
Right.
reason why that's very unique is because it was like, what the like? Why are you telling us you used to get beat up and you're a rapper?
Right. Right.
Rappers don't get beat up.
Right.
Like yo, and it was so real that D'Angelo Bailey sued the man.
Yeah. Yes.
He lost.
He was
He
a
lost,
garbage
but
man at the time.
yeah, yeah. And he sued him.
Yep.
And M is like, dude, I'll buy you a fucking word. That's
Yeah.
why
Yeah.
that's why he dissed him in the song I am whatever you say
Yeah.
I am.
The way
And
I
he's like,
am.
I'll buy you a wardrobe, and you know,
Yeah.
that's what he was talking about.
Yes. File you a lawsuit. I'll buy you a wardrobe. Tired of you. Oh, you. Yes. Yeah, because that
Yeah.
motherfucker sued him, and the judge was like, well, did you beat him up? Yeah, but, well, then it's true. It's not slander if you really did it, you jackass.
He was like that's why he say what's this I never knew I
Yeah.
who knew who knew he's like uh what did he say fuck I can't remember the line but he's like um read up on how I used to get beat
Read
up.
up, Pete on chain. Yeah, read up about how I used to get
Yeah,
beat up. Pete on chain. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah. I know. I can't
yeah,
think of it now
yeah,
that I'm on the spot either. But read up how I used to get beat up. Pete on. Beat on, change
Shoot.
school every 3 months, something like that. I know change school,
Yeah.
beat on, and peed on. It's I just you
Hmm.
know it. I know. I
Hmm.
guarantee if we were off here
Yeah.
right now, you could do it in a
Yeah.
second.
Yeah. Read up or you beat up. Pete on. I changed school every. It like he was documenting his life so fucking
Right,
well that the man even talked about his own mama.
right, yes,
Who
yes,
does like, dude?
right.
My,
No other rapper ever dissed their mama. Never.
my, look, he disses himself and his mom at the same time.
Yeah.
That man said. That man said.
Just bend over and take it like a slut. Okay, ma. Oh, now he's
"Ma,
raping his own mother, abusing a whore, snorting coke, and we gave him the
don't
Rolling Stones cover. You're
cover."
goddamn right,
You
bitch.
know,
Now
right?
it's too late.
I'm just too late. I'm triple platinum. And Travis
Travis
having
happened
his
in
two
two
states,
states.
and
Yeah,
and the man
come on,
told her.
Lance.
The man said, "Fucking, oh man, I'm sorry if you had to edit this shit. I'm sorry, bro. My fault." But
I don't
the
edit
man was
nothing.
like, uh, 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 fucking. My bitch mom wanna sue my bitch mom suing me for 10 million. She
Yes.
must want $1 for every pill I've been stealing.
Yeah.
Shit, where the fuck you think I picked up the habit? All I had to do was go in a
Go to
room and
bed
lift
and
up a
pick up her
mattress.
mattress. Yes. Come on, my
Like,
just a
damn.
straight up truth, too. Holy fuck. Yeah,
That
yeah. He
is
goes, my
tough.
fucking bitch mom want to sue me for 10 million. She must want $1 for every pill I've been stealing. Shit, where do you think I pick up the habit? All I had to do was go in her bedroom and lift up the mattress. Which is it, bitch, Mrs. Briggs or Miss Mathers? It doesn't matter. Mr. Mathers up. He's just he's saying talking about I fabricated my past. He's just aggravated. I won't. He's
Ejaculated.
so tell me, what the hell is a fella to do?
Every minute I'm making other relatives.
It's
Like, man,
family fighting and
M
fuss.
was M was in such a fucking bag that you can't fucking deny that the dude is a fucking
Right.
legendary, bro. Like, I talk about those two albums a lot, those first two a lot, because those were the defining moments in his career
Yes.
where people said, this guy is,
It proved
I
who he
can't deny it
was.
no more.
It proved who he
Yeah,
really was, and
yeah,
people couldn't deny it anymore. And but I do love
yeah,
all his albums, even his last few. I like the music to be murdered by. I thought that shit was
yeah,
fire.
yeah. That was Slim Shady at his finest. That was Slim Shady.
Yes,
That was him. Like, look, fuck this shit. I'm taking the cuffs off. I'm not trying to do no gimmicky bullshit. I'm gonna just diss every fucking body. And
yeah,
that's the type of album.
Kamikaze. Yes,
Yeah. Kamikaze. Yeah, Kamikaze was fucking legendary. And and it's crazy how he went back to back and did both of those albums.
yes, yes.
Oh yeah.
And then
And
released a side B to music to be murdered by with like another like 13 or
yeah,
17 tracks. I was like, holy, that's honestly, Eminem
yeah,
never leaves the fucking studio. Like, I bet you, because I mean, I've got probably 10, 15 CDs worth of music full of shit
yeah,
he's never released over the years. And that was 10
yeah,
years ago. I bet you, like, if we heard all the shit he's got in the vault, we could make
yeah,
a 50 albums worth of shit.
yeah. Like recover. I think people slept on or overlooks recovery though.
Ooh, I love
Recovery.
Recovery, bro.
Yeah,
Recovery's one of my
yeah,
favorite albums. I think it's
yeah,
some of his absolute best work. I liked Relapse too. I liked them
yeah,
all.
yeah. Relapse was dope, but recovery was just like a notch, just
Yes.
way better. And
Right. I
like
felt
you
like he
could
was
listen.
back.
Yeah. That was the album where he even said, like, yeah, I'm back now.
Yeah.
That's why in the end, when he does his evil twin, what was it? Not evil twin. It was I'm in a strange place. I feel like Mace when he gave up the game for his faith.
Yes.
Fuck. I can't remember the name of the song, but that's when he officially announces, yo, I'm fucking back and y'all can't do nothing about it. And I was like, Yo, as a fucking kid when that shit dropped, I was like, Emma's back, yo. You know, I remember me and my mom go out and buy the album, and that whole album, start to finish, is a fucking classic, man.
Yes, big time, huge. I loved all of it. So bad, so good, and I'm so bad.
Yeah,
All that shit's fire, dude. And then, oh, dude, almost famous. He killed
yeah,
that shit,
yeah,
dude. I love
yeah,
the album with Royce too. That Bad Meets Evil, like he went
yeah,
off on that
Batman,
on
yeah,
Echo and fucking
yeah.
on Above the Law. This is
Mm-hmm.
fuck. He went off on that shit.
Like even fast lane.
Yes,
Cause me and my Mercedes from an ice size baby scream Mercedes. Yeah, like,
yes,
yo, yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Like I could tell you could tell he was having fun in the studio again instead of trying to make some shit
Right,
to make us happy. He was
right,
just
right,
being
right,
yeah,
right.
yeah. So I that's the best version of Eminem you'll get is when he's not trying to make us happy. He don't give a fuck about us, and he's
Yeah,
just rapping.
right. When like he said in those days, he's like, make music for me. Fuck what you like.
Yeah, yeah,
That's the type
yeah,
of shit like where I'm like, yes, that's when I loved. I loved hearing shit like that where he'd tell us, "Fuck you." He's like, tonight I think I
yeah,
write my
yeah,
biggest fan a fuck you letter.
yeah, 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 like
That's the kind of
yeah,
shit I wanted to
yeah,
hear. I was like, I
yeah,
hope I
yeah.
meet him someday and he calls me an asshole. You know?
I forgot, dude. Goodness, he has a lot of fucking amazing. I'm shady, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
I bought
shady.
mushrooms, I got acid, I got
And
dabs and
that was
aspirin tablets. I'm your brother when
man.
you need some
But
more weed to set you
when
free.
the dude
Yeah, he's got a lot
when
of
the
shit.
dude
And
made
then
that,
also on that album, I love that. Come on, everybody, that was dope. I don't
oh
get. And
yeah,
dude, who
yeah,
else
that
can
was the
have this
funny
on two albums?
that
Have a
was the
song called
funniest
"I."
shit ever.
Right.
That was
Check
the
this out.
funniest shit ever. Yo.
Have a song called "I Just Don't Give a Fuck," and then have it, and then end the album with "I Still Don't Give a Fuck" on the
Yeah,
same
yeah, yeah,
album.
yeah, and the same beat just backwards.
Yes. And dude, and it was some of his best shit. It like yeah, man. But
That
that's what made him good is he was on fire. He wanted it. He was sick of people telling him
yeah.
no and telling him he wasn't shit, and he was angry.
Oh
People
yeah,
like
oh
he
yeah,
used to beat people up and pull guns on people and shit. Like I heard a lot of fucking stories of him acting a
yeah.
fool,
Dude
going
was
nuts on people.
dude was yeah,
He's
yeah.
real.
Before M
He's a real
became
dude.
M,
Like if you got in a fight
yeah,
with him, he'd
before
fight you. You know.
that's why like
Oh,
but you know who used to fuck him up a lot? Kim.
yeah, yes,
Kim used to fuck him up
yep.
because
And he
he didn't
wouldn't
want
put
to
a
fight her.
finger on her. He wouldn't touch her.
Yeah,
He said he'd
yeah,
just stand there and
yeah.
take it.
And
I
she
couldn't do it.
yeah, yeah, yeah. M and would try to leave and go to the car, and she had just blocked the damn
Yeah,
doorway and keep fighting.
yep.
I,
That's some
I
fucked up
couldn't do
shit.
it, bro.
You know what else I
Yeah,
give him
man.
credit for too? Because this was some fearless shit. When they'd go to them music awards back in the day when Suge was still out, he'd have goons
Yeah,
there after them. They had to wear bulletproof vests and shit, getting off the
yeah,
plane, getting out of the limo and shit, bulletproof cars. And people would come, hey,
mhm.
Suge and his guys are there, and they're after you, and they got guns.
Him
Like they
before,
and they'd
yeah,
still go there and go out in public and up on stage. Like that's some
yeah,
ballsy
yeah,
shit.
yeah. Him, 50,
Security or not,
D12.
security ain't gonna
Yeah,
stop a bullet.
he didn't. Well, I think that's a misconception. Dre had security,
Right? No, that's what
but
I'm saying. But even
M
with
did.
security,
M,
security can't stop a bullet because they
yeah,
had
yeah,
security.
yeah.
They had goons with them.
No, 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 no. He didn't like paying. M is a cheap dude, okay?
Right?
So
Yeah, yeah.
I'm
He
sorry,
he wouldn't even
but
buy a
so
car or a Rolex till his manager said he
yeah,
could afford it and this and that.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So he didn't like security. He would just have his friends. He'd say, "Look, yo, come on a plane with me. I got you on everything, and I'll just pay you when we get back. But I gotta go
Runyon
to this
Avenue
award
Soul
show."
Juice.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And Suge Knight and some of his people's gonna be there. So we finna roll with 50 Cent and G Unit, and then that's gonna be the end.
Right.
but but Fifth was the one that would tell him like, hey man, hey man, where's the security? Like, where's the security? And then Emma be like, we don't need any security. Like I'm like, you going against Suge Knight, nigga?
Right.
We in LA,
The
we in Los
boogeyman.
Angeles. Yeah, we in LA, and you don't want no fucking security? You're crazy.
Remember that fight popped off at the fucking at the Music
Yeah,
Awards? The dude tried to hit Dre and tried to stab him, and Buck took dude's knife and stabbed him with his own
yeah,
knife and a bunch of ruckus and shit. Snoop stuff.
yeah, yeah. fifth, fifth was fifth and M was laughing because they were in the back.
Right,
They were in the back. It was Dre, Buck, Yayo, and a couple of the other of Yayo's homies
right.
from jail.
Yayo's a real dude. He's really got
Yeah,
felonies and done prison time more than once. He's a
yeah.
real dude.
That's why the first G Unit album he wasn't really on it. He was
Right?
on it, like obviously, they had the billboard
Yeah.
on the side of 50, but he wasn't on the album.
No, he was in the joint,
Oh my
and
god.
then he got out for
Oh,
12 hours
oh,
and went
oh,
right
oh.
back.
Yeah, yeah. How old is your dog?
Oh, this is Mice Dog. She's 5 years old. This is my little best friend.
Wow. Wow.
Right.
Wow. What kind of dog is it?
She's a teacup Chorky. She only weighs like
Okay.
3.5 pounds.
Okay. Okay. Godly goodness.
Yeah,
I had
she's
a
my little best friend. She goes everywhere with me. She sleeps with me. She sits with
that.
me. She goes in the stores with me, and I,
Yeah.
she minds me real good. She's a good dog.
You're a little protector, huh?
Yeah, she's
Yeah, cause
ferocious. It was supposed to
yeah,
be my
yeah,
fiance's dog when I lived with this chick, but I never took the dog. Never took to her. I never.
yeah,
I like. I never took to the bitch. The dog never took to her,
yeah,
so I'm here with the dog. The dog always liked me, and I never even wanted the dog at first, but the dog
yeah,
just followed me around like I liked it and was on my lap
yeah,
all the time, and so I fell in love with it.
yeah, yeah. I had a Bashan, man. Man, the I don't get me wrong. I love the pits and all that stuff, but the smaller dogs are your best
Yeah,
friends, yo. They're
yeah,
gonna be there when you're down. If you're down or something, they're gonna be right there, yo.
right, right. And they stick
Like,
to like one person. They bond with one person, and like that's their guy. Like they will
yeah,
fucking she'll fight three other dogs at once. She'll jump and bite a dog's lips and hang off their face and shit. Like she's
yeah,
crazy.
yeah. Yeah, those are the craziest dogs because they have like a small dog complex.
Yeah. And they don't I don't
Yeah,
think they
yeah,
realize they're tiny. They think they're big.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Even when
Like
my son comes running in, hey dad, and you ain't coming in here that fast.
yeah, like yeah. She start growling.
Oh, she'll go right at his feet, biting his toes and shit, going crazy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Cause my Bashan, man, I swear to God, if I don't tell him, if I don't tell him, hey, no, it's okay. He's gonna try to
Yeah,
bite the shit out of someone.
yeah. It's nuts. You know what though? She's the most loyal, coolest little thing. I can
Yeah,
walk her all through town without a leash. She'll run when I say run, stop when I pretty much say stop a couple times, and like but I don't know how
hmm,
to train a dog. I never owned a dog myself. I always was scared of dogs and I hated them because I got bit when I was younger once real
yeah,
bad. And so, like, I didn't know how to train her, but she literally just listens to me. It's like she
yeah,
doesn't want to disappoint me.
yeah. And the craziest thing about those is about like, dogs like that is like they are always they. I never needed a leash for them, but I've never had a dog a day in my life ever.
Right.
But you know. I guess when they take keen to you and they love you so much, they'll do anything.
right? I want some.
Like
I want some if you're putting some. Um, yeah, no, the
yeah,
dogs are they are the
yeah,
little dogs too. They're your best friend. They don't leave you.
yeah,
Then they know when something's
yeah,
up. They know.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
now they got
Like
dogs that they can tell when you're gonna have a fucking seizure 15, 20 minutes before you have one.
goodness, man. I tell you, yeah, man. But yeah, like my my best friend, I miss him so damn much, man. Uh, he would wake me up in the morning, and this is how I would know he's hungry. He nudged my head. He nudged me. He like nudged me with his head. Yeah, and early in the morning he'd be like,
Yeah,
because he's ready. He's like, I want you up now. I'm up too.
yeah, yeah. She's a little lazy thing. If I won't get up, she'll lay there all day. Unless she's got to go real bad in the afternoon, then she'll start licking my face, getting me up. But if I lay there all day, she'll like usually when I get up, then she'll go lay with who's ever laying down in the house. Like she's a little lazy thing, but I'm usually with her all. Like, she's just with me all day, all day,
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah,
But
yeah.
like she'll
Cause
be sitting there
man,
sleeping, she'll be curled up sleeping, like sitting there or something, or she'll go walk in there and then she'll be back. Right, nice.
oh, oh, she's so happy.
She's a
Wait, is
good
that
little
that's a
dog.
yeah,
Where do you want your toy? Where is it? Here, hold on. I got this for when she was a baby. She still got it.
yeah, yeah. Just said,
Yes. Yeah, man. So
yeah,
what? I just got a few more questions for you here, maybe. Yeah, what I wanted to ask you this because I always hear from people that are from Detroit and that are rappers from Detroit. You hear Detroit. I think Detroit gets a bad rep a lot of the time. You hear a lot of bad shit about, but everybody that's from there says they love it. What do you love most about
yeah.
Detroit?
The culture, man, the culture, everything, man, just everything about Detroit is just amazing, man. Like you could go into Detroit and you can make enemies, but you could also make friends.
Yeah,
You also could, you know, have the greatest night of your life, or sometimes you could have the worst night of your life, or a night you just don't want to have that night. The females are amazing, or the females are amazing. There's amazing and shady, but that's the that's the fun of Detroit, the Russian roulette of Detroit. You love it because it's like one day, if you ever saw the Ice Cube video, it was a good day. It's like that in Detroit, like all the time.
yeah.
One day, you could have the greatest day of your life. The next day, you could get robbed. It's fun.
Yes, I love it.
Certain place like. But if you're a visitor going to Detroit, there's certain rules and regulations you should know.
Yeah,
If we're telling you that this is the inner city, we're telling you don't go there if you don't know anybody there,
right.
because that's not a good idea.
Right. I would suggest to anybody because with any city most people go to, but especially with Detroit because people they don't fuck around there is what I would
Yeah,
how I
yeah,
put it because I know some
and
people from there and I just
yeah,
yeah it's if somebody I would not go into places just to see them. If you go into some of the inner city
yeah,
places, you better be going to see a specific person that actually
yeah,
fucking knows you and can vouch for you because otherwise because if you go there and just name some person, they're like, man, that motherfucker ain't shit. You better name somebody now or you're getting at
yeah,
least socked up minimum.
yeah, yeah, and it's like, dude, you get people who are just stupid who go to Detroit and they be like, oh, I'm gonna hang out on 7 Mile,
Yeah, just to
at
sightsee. I
fucking
want
at
to see how
fucking
bad it is.
at 2 a.m. at night, and you think something is not gonna happen to you. Stupid. People are hungry over there.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. You don't just go to places you shouldn't be because you know to the person going there, they might think, oh well, I'm just going there to sit. It don't matter. This is these people's homes. These
Yeah, yeah,
motherfuckers live there and are there. Then
yeah,
you're gonna stick out like a sore thumb when you ain't from there and don't know the ins and outs. Like, I mean, I know
yeah,
if I was going there, I'd try to tap in with somebody. At least, hey, I'm coming here.
yeah,
Like, I'd call you, hey, Kadeem, I'm coming to Detroit. Like, was there something,
yeah,
anything
yeah,
I should
man.
know where I should go, where I should, is there clothes I shouldn't wear in certain parts,
Yeah,
Like, should I
yeah,
tap in with certain people before going into this?
like,
I would
yeah,
ask at least.
yeah. Yeah, yeah, like man, I had my friend, man, dude comes from South Carolina. I'm like, dude, you can't wear all that blue shit around here because where I was living at is a place called the Red Zone. That's where a
Oh,
lot of bloods and a lot of bloods and stuff and shit is at, and you don't want to get caught around there wearing certain colors,
right.
blue to be exact, because soon as you go to the liquor store, there's the dude who owns it, and he's a fucking blood. So
Yeah,
you know
right.
what I'm saying?
And
So
then
it's
word
like,
gets around quick.
yeah,
And then on
yeah.
top of
So
that, I would suspect if you're not an affiliate, you wouldn't want to be wearing a bunch of red either, because then
yeah,
who would spit some lit out? Let's hear some literature. If you don't know
yeah,
that shit, you
yeah. That's
probably
it.
shouldn't be
Yeah,
wearing the other color either,
yeah, yeah, yeah. You should just wear like I was like, dude,
black or white.
dude was just. I don't know what was up with him. He thought it was a good idea, and I told him, I say, look, man, take off this all this damn blue, man. And I told him, I'm like, look, bro, I'm walking straight past you when we leave this fucking store. So whatever happens, bro. Then a week later, this dude calls me, hey man, bro, I just got beat up. I just told you, bro, don't
You
wear that
warned them.
shit here.
You
You're
warned
not
them.
in the right area. You
You didn't want
and
to
I'm like,
listen.
dude, yeah, yeah, you don't like that's like me going to LA like, yo, I'm finna wear all yellow or some shit.
Yeah,
And I'm in a fucking, Mexican fucking cartel or some shit.
right,
Or I'm by the Mexican cartel. The
right,
fuck you think they gonna do?
right.
Like, yo.
Or
Like
go wear it with some of them red hats all over in the Brim's territory and shit, or wear blue all over in the Brim's town.
yeah.
No.
Yeah, yeah, like dude, be mindful of where you're at all times.
Yeah, because other people, like, here's the thing: the person who may not think that much of it say, "Well, why would they beat me up? I'm not in a gang. I don't think nothing." Yeah, but to these motherfuckers, this is their life. They died
Yeah,
for this
yeah,
shit. You don't think
yeah. Like,
nothing of it, but they do die for this kind of
yeah.
shit.
So for you, and I'm like, dude, that's like someone saying, "Oh, man, I'm just playing, bro. I'm just playing." You think they playing,
You're right,
bro? They eat this way. This is how they feed their family. They're
right.
not playing.
It ain't a game. It definitely ain't a game, and that's what the people have to. Oh,
Salute,
you're fired.
salute.
Sorry, one of the kids tripped over the cord here.
It's all good. It's all good, yo.
Here, you plug that in
Salute
for me,
to the
bug.
fam, homie.
Thanks. Let me put that down a little bit there. There we go. Let me
Salute to the fam, homie.
there we go. There, that's my son, Ian. That's Kadeem the King.
Salute, salute, Ian. How you doing, homie?
Yeah, yeah, man. What about
Bitch,
if you could change anything about Detroit?
turn
What would
that
you want
down,
to change?
please. Oh my God, I'm tired of that song, bro.
What song is it?
Huh?
What song?
Yeah, that damn Miley Cyrus shit.
Ah,
I could buy myself flowers or whatever you call that shit.
You are such a bad person.
Goodness,
That's the best song ever. You're the
goodness,
worst
dude.
person
I
ever.
think,
Kids, hey, what can you do, man? I just got one
yeah,
more question.
yeah,
If you
yeah.
could
Who is
change
that
anything
kid?
about Detroit, what would you want to change?
Uh, about Detroit, what would I want to change? I honestly, man, I wouldn't change anything about it because it's like, coming from there, man, like you understand it. You understand why it's like it is, and why outsiders look at it like they look at it, you know. Live, hey, li, li, like living in Detroit, you understand it more than the average person who's like, oh my God, I heard about Detroit on the news, the murder capital or whatever, and it's
Right.
like, yo, like it's like, yo, just be smart. That's all. It's not. It's not. As bad as they make it to
Right.
be. I'll say more crime happened there than should, or at very very weird times that you'll be like, why the fuck is this happening right now? But it is what it is. That's what makes us us.
Yes. Yes. Because like I said,
You know.
I haven't been there myself yet. I do want to go there. I want to go there and see some shows too of some of the guys we listen to. And I think Detroit gets a bad rap, and I want to, that's why I like talking to you guys and asking you, what do you love about it? What would you change about it?
Yeah.
And hearing stuff like, man, I wouldn't really change nothing.
Yeah.
That, I think people need to hear that. Go to Detroit, check it
Yeah.
out. I'm gonna
Yeah.
as soon as
Yeah.
I can. I'm gonna.
Like Hurt, like Big Hurt. He'll tell you some crazy shit that will probably make the average person be like, "Oh my god!" Like when he's like, yo, when niggas was playing Nintendo, I was on a block with a K in the window. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
Like yeah, we understand it from there, but the average person to be like, "This dude is fucking crazy."
And then that's the type of shit I love. I'm like, yes, I want more. Like when D12 came out, I was like, yeah, these
Yeah,
motherfuckers, they wrote this shit for us. This is for me.
yeah, yeah. Proof, man. That was a
Rest in
dude.
peace.
Rest in peace.
Proof was one of the only multi-platinum artists to still go to open mic and battle and shit.
Yeah, yeah. Because Proof wasn't a Hollywood dude. Like
Right,
he didn't even like going to award shows. The guy was Proof was he was more comfortable at his home.
right,
So you could catch him at fucking at at a regular club on fucking 7 Mile or 8 Mile, and you be like, why the fuck are you still here?
right,
You got more money than everybody. You could buy this club. Why are you
right,
here?
right. That's where you
you
liked
know?
it.
Yeah, yeah. And he was cool with the you know, he was cool with the people, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
He was cool with everybody. But, I think in my city there's a lot of jealousy, man. A lot of jealousy when they see that you have more than them, you know?
yes. Dude, my homie Casino Cuzzo, he's from Detroit. He laid an awesome album about a year and a half ago, and one of the best songs on there, one of the bars is you're like something about your friends like to see you shining, just not better than them.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Motherfuckers like to see you do good, but not better than them, man. That's real shit. Yeah, yeah, and
It's that hit different. I was like, wow, that
yeah, yeah, yeah. Because that's the city. That's how. That's just Detroit, man. 313.
hey, yes. Hey man,
you
thank
know.
you for being on the show. I appreciate you coming on here, brother. And I always got an open spot for you on my show. We'll have you on here again. And yeah, man, it's been an honor having you on the honor show, brother.
Thank you, man. Man, this is one of my favorite um this was one of my favorite interviews that I was being interviewed on. I appreciate it, I thought it was authentic, it was dope, and I appreciate you allowing me to be on your platform, man, for real, man. My
Yeah,
name is Kadeem The King. For those of y'all that don't know, man, I'm a YouTuber. Check me out sometime, man. And if you watching this and you a fan of mine, man, go subscribe to the channel, man. Subscribe to him, the Honor Show, man. Shout out to everybody, and peace and love, man.
for sure. And hey, if everybody go, I'm gonna put your description down in no, your description. I'm gonna put your info for your YouTube and Instagram and shit in the
Mhm.
description, so
Mhm.
everybody from here that watches my show, they can go subscribe to yours right after
Yeah.
this and
Yeah. Hey,
everything. And yeah, man,
and
yes, that was dope. Thank you, Kadeem the King. Your platform is fire. I like your outlook on stuff. I had a lot of fun just talking about rap with you. One YouTuber to another. You always got a spot on the show here, bro. It was an honor to have you on the Honor Show. And, everybody go check out his YouTube show. Go check out his Instagram. I'm going to put his information down in the description.
Can't get enough of this gangster shit.
And now you guys can actually help me out.
you gotta help me.
Hey, all you gotta do is hit that like button. And so you never miss any future episodes, hit that subscribe button along with that little notification bell.